Right, so Cyrene has now basically become, or Mem has basically
I can't
taken on
remember what happened
Cyrene's
in those
role,
30
sort
million
of.
cycles, but I remember what you did for this world.
And then meanwhile on YouTube, welcome to the stream. I forgot
Like,
to turn it on,
didn't you wish for me to turn into a pretty
annoyingly.
girl back at the
But you
Grove?
did not miss much. We've only been here for like about 2 minutes. Right, let's see, then is this my wish coming true? You remember that? Please remember something good. Next time. Wait, I didn't pick that option. I don't know if I did. I don't think I did.
You didn't? In that case, just treat it as my own wish then. There's so much I want to say.
I don't think I did.
But
would be interesting to know where that
this
happened.
isn't the time to reminisce.
And then I would have to check on that, but I don't think I did. Anyway, there's so much I want to say, but unfortunately, this isn't the time to reminiscence, right?
With the memories of the previous flame chase still intact, we've returned to this place at the beginning of time. So we can carry out our promise to Phainon.
Phainon should be here as well, so he already also knows his memories.
Over the horizon, but we still have a chance to change everything.
The issue is, what can we change? Although I gotta be honest, it's rather
so quiet.
It's rather beautiful.
In Cyrene's memories, she always sits alone by the lake, gently swaying on the swing, like she's waiting for someone.
Who's she waiting for? It was the same for Phainon. Can you remember anything else?
I don't know. It sounds weird, doesn't it? It's something that happened to me, but I'm talking as if I'm an observer. But that's just what those memories are like. Vague and unclear, as if encased in thick ice. The only things I remember are the days I spent with you. Amphoreus will fall
So
into
Mem
an
has
ending of
basically become
destruction after the next
Cyrene.
Era Nova. But those stories went out of fashion ages ago. In a proper romantic epic, the hero's supposed to foil the villain's plot, right?
Lycus is the primary culprit against everything. We must stop Iron Tome's descent. We need the help of more allies from beyond the sky. I don't think it is Lycus. Based on what we've heard, right? Like, Lycus knows stuff, but he doesn't, like, I don't think he's behind it. Like, maybe he's pushing the thing towards the correct directions, but he's, like, not the person behind everything. So, I feel like, to be fair, if we could get some help, that would be
That's
ideal.
right. We now know that sealing off the sky wasn't Aquila's actual intention.
No.
Lygus is the mastermind behind it. The one who's trying to control everything.
I mean, he kind of is, but like, he didn't bring this original object in, did he?
Anxious. Lygus chose to walk into the spotlight and reveal everything, which means he still thinks the current situation is under his control.
That's a fair point.
Maybe he still has an ace up his sleeve. Think about it. Even the name Lycurgus is a fake one. We have no idea who or what he really is. Which means it's probably time to borrow that treasure you're carrying, friend.
Right, time to call Squirrelum with the chronocognitive anchor. Write his name in as I've written. Make a wish to the starter to destroy Lycus. Yeah, okay, no. Now let's do this.
Yep, that Intellitron friend did say, when required, it can also serve as a bridge for communications between the internal and external world. Ide Silicii is a little village enclosed by time. We might be able to contact the outside world from here.
That sounds like we
Why
can't
don't we
really
give it
do
a
it from
try?
other points of
We should
view.
at least tell our friends from beyond the sky that you're still in one piece. Firstly, we need to find a well-hidden spot.
Find a good spot to contact the geniuses. Actually, I just remembered something else. Which is this stuff? Because there was a few things that we hadn't gotten into yet. Just yet. Before we continue, let's go start with these. This is My Days Chapter 5.
Must do so 7,000 paces away. The Kremnos he guards is once again shrouded by mist. Rust, blood, and fire are the ceremonial ode to the demigod. There is no one to witness or to give cheers.
I just
of glory.
realized that this music also
The final
slightly
Kremnos
changed.
festival goes on without end. The victor shall embrace death and silence, and his glory will only be remembered by the defeated array. For that
So talking
man,
about the final,
laws and seals no longer have meaning.
obviously My Day was saying like
War and battle
he's the
never
last
cease for a
king of
single minute. Each
Kremnos.
passing day
That happened in like
indistinguishable
what,
morning
3.1
and
or
night
something?
entwined. The corpses pile up.
I don't know
filling
if that
ravines,
happens
forming
every
mountains
iteration.
strong. He
Maybe
carved
it
time with
does.
peak's edge,
Maybe it
and counted the
doesn't.
fleeting years by fires of war. Sometimes the lion would climb to the
It's hard to
hilltop
say, but
to
we will
look
see.
down on the world and search for friends in longing. The distant heavens and earth stretched vast and boundless, but their endlessness felt ever more remote. Like Nikador, he cannot escape Magnus's clutches. Guarding the city alone and embroiled in war, the murmurs of the black tide constantly sound in his ears. Yet a flame soars up his chest every moment, casting light upon the
I think
indomitable
obviously this is
path
not
behind
about
him.
My Day, but like what I'm about to say is not.
Memories
But I
seal
do
the echoes
wonder
of the
how
past as the
Phainon will
man
take care of
strides into
those
battle, fists clenched fast.
400
the
million
wounds
core
this
players.
world
I don't
must
think that'll
bear.
go well, but we'll
And
see.
a king before whom old gods despair. As stated in Idonia's poems, humans are born with eyes closed to accustom to this world's light, and their sight fades in old age to reacquaint with night's anthems. But the man did not bow to the decay of time.
Isn't it interesting that
rejecting
we
the lure
technically
of
got a
death's
book
call.
along, even though we, I mean, I guess
With
it's
each
now a case
return from
of,
the brink of death, his eyes
I guess it's now a
burn
case
with
of
fury,
the,
fixed upon his foes,
the PC in the background,
until everything
basically, but
suddenly
either
faded
way.
away,
But it's
like a
still, isn't
surging
it
black
interesting
tide
that,
swallowing
um,
all into nothingness? The
that,
world
you know,
dissipates in the
the
roiling
book
black tide's
kept being
requiem.
brought along?
Even the lion will one day die, a departure with no way back. With a sudden fall, his pierced chest hits the ground, and slowly flowing into the underworld is his golden blood, departing his system. But that
Fighting
gaze,
against the Flame
fierce
Reaver,
as
who
flame,
turned out to
never
be
dimmed,
Phainon.
not even in death, looking beyond those flame-seeking figures, reaching far toward the endless horizon. In the morrow sky, the stars will chant, "The lone king of Kremnos is called Mighty. His journey was one of ceaseless, eternal warfare, and behind him, he left a world ablaze with glory."
Alright, that was the final chapter of Midemos. But we do have one left from the regular Crisis here. So let's have a look at... Oh, we have a few more here. Interesting. That's the one, I think.
If every
And I'll probably try
star
to
equals a
maybe
coin,
time this with the
then
ads or
girl
something.
always pursued would be worth her weight in gold. Deception, theft, and night heists. But her nerves failed her when it mattered most.
It will be very interesting to
The
see
girl
all the
clutches
characters
meager
that
loot to her chest
had
and
already
escapes,
died, like to
muttering
see them come
curses,
back. That will be
bearing
very
her
interesting.
pain.
We're head on. I definitely win next time.
She always longs for the coin of
we
whimsy's
will see.
blessing and creed. Yet the coin in the air always suddenly disappears, as if in reply from the trickery titan. Day and night flow, and the thief's star makes circles across the sky, while time molds the girl into an adult. The cloak once used to conceal her entire body now only suffices as a hood that barely covers her fringe.
No matter.
And it'll also be
These
interesting to
days, I
see
have
if
no
the
need to
if
hide.
all these
With a
prophecies also
confident
apply on
stride
this,
and a
right?
silver tongue, her perfected fraud thieving
Like,
every
will
opportunity as a
Cypher
result.
once again die
And that curtain
because
fall
of
down,
a or
those
like
treasure-seeking
because of like a
steps
small
fade
thing
into the
because of
moonlight.
greed,
When
right? To
she
recover
appears
this
again,
tiny
her arms are
tiny
laden with
necklace thing.
money's weight.
We will see.
What is the art of thieving?
Stealing from the poor. Not enough loot. Stealing from the rich. That's a boring task to boot.
The girl narrows her eyes of greed towards those called the Chrysos heirs. The golden vines of the sages' homes, the sacred carcass of the Deathward realm, the divine
Interesting
lyre,
that
the
she was
seashore's
basically
pearl,
friends with
and the crystal
Aglaia.
chalice of the thousand
Maybe we'll
gates.
find out what exactly had happened between them.
The girl knows not
That
the
would be
treasure's
interesting.
origins, only that they are all valuable beyond measure.
To have something priceless is the true art of thieving.
A pity the deceits are all eventually revealed, and the thief meets a rare defeat. A golden thread discerns her meticulous disguise, and the heroes hold down her third hand to imprison in this thief star made of human feet.
I take defeat with my head held high. Spare me your sympathy.
She frankly faces the accusations, knowing that escaping
So she was
would be
caught
nothing
by
more than
Aglaia.
child's play.
Based on those images,
So the
it
Chrysos heir
seemed
outside
like
the cage smiles sweet.
Would you like to see my most precious? A treasure bright?
But like based on the images, it
It is a
seemed
dress, like the beauty god nested
seemed
his
like
divine body.
Cypher and Aglaia
More
already, or like
blinding than the
Aglaia
sun,
already knew
rivaling the
Cypher when
moon
she was a
in its
little,
glory.
or like
It is
smaller
woven
or
by
younger,
divine
right?
threads. It captivates even the gods. But all the lies and deceit are revealed under the golden thread's query.
The world-famous thief is stirred by such grand words into a flurry.
Then just you watch. This wondrous dress will forever remain in my own gallery.
Why do I feel like that this might be like what Aglaia was wearing? Wait, did he card say meow?
This
We will
is
see in a
an
moment, I
age
guess.
of ruin. The Chrysos War ignites once more, while
Let's go
Zagreus'
through these
taunts
first.
ripple through
Then
the
we'll
city
continue with the
streets.
story.
This is
Then we'll
also
probably
an
get
age of
like
splendor.
have a quick look at these
300 thieves
cards, the
spring
single
forth
chapters
from
of the
Dolos,
other 4
each
chapters
scheming
that we
to
have
conceal the
received
truth
since
from
then,
prying eyes,
and then we will
robbing
see.
the rich to give
We also
sight
have a few
to the
other
poor.
content to read in here,
Every
so
one of them deceives
that one
gods
we
and
might
men
have a
alike.
look later on.
Righteous and valiant.
The flame chase journey has been cut short midway, yet the girl pounds her chest at the gold weaver, not afraid.
The core flame of trickery is near. If now isn't the time to risk it all, then when?
The prophecy reveals the Titan's trail. Golden threads binds the fleeing god of thieves.
Interestingly enough, right, is that the fact that Cypher was always a friend of
The young
Zachary,
girl
or
flashed a grin and walked towards the god who was pretending to smile.
What was the name again?
I once vowed to the god of thieves that I would force trickery to reap what they have sown.
The Titan whispered from the vortex, the god of trickery's earnest plea. They made a promise to the girl who entered the trial that the whole world would be bathed in light, no more lies and deceit.
Funnily enough, seemingly not for the time being, like, it seemed that Amphoreus, I think was his name, he straight up died when Cypher took over gave over the flame, right? So, that was an interesting thing.
Of course I didn't accept. How boring would a world without deception be?
The young girl demonstrated her newly acquired divine power, molding lies into reality.
The defeated Titan is
Also, I
now
gotta
not
be
but a
honest, I'm
wandering
impressed
soul.
by Cypher being able to
But
keep up
somewhere far away,
everything
a
so
purple spirit
far,
thief
right?
opened
That's
bleary
a
eyes.
huge thing.
They had forgotten their previous life as a Titan and remembered only the girl's crafty message.
But here we have the story of
Treasure, you greedy little grape.
Bartholos,
Once you regain
I think it
memories
was
of trickery from
its name,
pasts, then I will claim the
combining
reward
with
for
or like
saving your
how
life.
Cypher and the
In the days
Trickery
spent
Titan
away
found each other,
from
basically.
Akama, the
In the
girl
meanwhile,
grew
YouTube
accustomed
chat.
to
Hello,
traveling alone.
Yulian. Welcome to the chat,
In
or
that
welcome to the
certain
stream.
city, she heard of a
Hope you're
spirit
having a
thief
great
who
day
rules
so far.
plenty.
I, Bartolo's master thief, shall take all you've labored to gain.
So
Well, we're
saying,
having a
the
quick
spirit thief
glance
steals the
through
girl's
Cypher's
coin pouch and fled
background
without a trace.
story, basically.
But a gust of wind brushed past, and the girl had already caught them.
Running for it? Your life was saved by my trickery, you know.
I do wonder what'll be
The
included
old
in
god
Act
and
5.
the new finally reunite.
Will it be
The
about
two
our
rivals who,
occurrence,
from
like
that
our
moment on, became thieves
iteration?
and companions both.
maybe how
It's just
How
that
the
the
Trickery
spirit
Titan
thief's
took or
companion
gave over
was
the core
always
flame?
scaring them.
Not
Hey,
sure. We will
the
see
fish
in a
in the River of
moment.
Souls are starving, you know.
Right, that was Act 4. No, it did not say Meow on the bottom. Right, Act 5.
The
Let's have a
thief
quick look at
reveals a
this. It's a
few
bit of a
lies.
longer one.
The first lie is called.
Or maybe she'll
Thieves,
mention.
come on and
Maybe.
deceive
Or, actually, no.
gods with me.
Maybe we will hear more
The
about
world
the
has
big
already
lie.
forgotten that
About the
feast.
world going down.
Lies unnumbered that drowns
That
the day
could, of course,
souls.
also be it.
Schemes uncounted, burning for a night of revelry. 300 thieves shackled in imprisonment in exchange for a Titan's resigned confinement.
To have managed to trick the Grand Master of all tricks.
I can die happy now.
This was Dolos's great achievement. The
So is this
deception
how
of the gods, where
Cypher
even
managed to
Zagreus
convince?
was fooled.
The second lie
To like
is
convince
called.
it to stay around?
The god of trickery is now not but a wandering soul.
Why did she spare the Titan's life? The young girl knew not, even after asking
I mean, it
herself.
sounded like it was
it
quite a
greed
good
for the treasure
companion
they
for
promised?
Cypher, so I do
Or
not
had
blame
she
her.
vaguely
Well, like, I don't
perceived
think
their
you can
lonely
really blame
fate?
her for something like that.
It's because you're every bit as despicable as I am. It's such a relief not having to deal with the noble.
The girl dismissed and made light of herself, only forgetting trickery was once a god that supported.
In the meanwhile, YouTube chat, how are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good.
Third lie.
How about you?
Is called. Oh, eternal day! Endlessly illuminate the holy city.
Right, there we
At
say
dawn
the
cloud,
big
the
lie
chaplain's
that was
secrets
somehow
foretold
keeping the
coming
world
of that
alive
endless night.
by just
But if their
pretending
lies
that
are
everything
more-
is fine.
Sophisticated. Can the dawn last forever? No end in sight?
It nearly
Bearing
did.
the fate of the thief star.
If Cypher wasn't
girl
greedy,
was
and
long
if,
used to
yeah,
walking
if
in
Cypher
shadow.
wasn't greedy, then it would
And
have.
as she gazed towards
But unfortunately,
the holy city's
that
dawn,
didn't go quite
her
as to
duty
plan,
became fixed in her heart,
as we saw. But
stalwart in
maybe
battle.
that'll change in this iteration. We will have to see.
Fourth lie is called. There's no reason. I just don't want to see you again.
That was
The
in
girl
context of like
tried to
Leia.
mask her nonchalance, but could never fool the golden thread's questions. But
I do
it is the
wonder what happened in
false-hearted
between
malice that most
Like in the
powerful
flashbacks, they've
forces
been
believe.
saying they seem to be great friends.
A true
somehow they
flame-chase
just
hero willingly faded from attention,
Clearly,
while the
were like
wayfaring traveler grasped
there was something.
tight
There must have
on
been
fleeting
something
light.
from
She used
Cypher's
divine power to
Cypher's
forge a
point of
mask
view that
and
Aglaia
conceal
did.
the
Maybe
last
I
of
don't
her
know.
True heart.
The fifth lie is called. No. There are no more lies left.
The
This kinds
whimsical
of sounds.
coin fell
Yeah, I
to
was
the
about to
ground,
say. Okay,
telling the tale
I was about to say this
fate
kind of sounds like this
fulfilled.
is written
Travels
as she was
unwitnessed,
dying earlier.
bruises unknown. To whom may these now be told?
Lies are always but lies. But you can make them more beautiful than the truth.
Under the somber sky, golden blood soaked the thief's cloak. Like a golden thread.
But I do wonder
tailored
when
just
we will
for her, an exquisite
see her again,
robe
or rather
that she
when we will
never
see everyone
stole.
again. It's like they should all be present again. So that will be interesting. But anyway, that was Cypher's backstory. We do have quite a bit more left. Like obviously there's like these three that we still have. Like we have the Evernight chapter. Oh, that is not what I intended. We do have whoever this is, or whatever this is. Terror Box. I haven't heard that name yet. And Electra, we have that as well. Now, I feel like that image looks like someone that was released this version. I think Hysilens was the name or something like that. I suspect that'll be her then. And yeah, this one we already read. Cerydra. Come on, I keep pressing SK because I think this is going back. But I do not know what these two are. So I guess we will find out as everything continues. But for now, let's continue. Let's continue with the main story then, and we will have a further look at the book later on. Either way, let's follow Cyrene to figure out where we could maybe contact Skrellum and the others. There's something on the table.
It's super quiet here. Sounds can't get in or out. Back in Cyrene's memories,
Although I feel like this,
room was her
I was
secret
not
base.
expecting this
No one noticed
place
her
though,
practicing
because
Orynyx's
this would
prayer
seem
here,
like
or
some
trying to
place
speak
that
with the gods
where
in
anyone
secret.
could stumble upon us.
But today's different, isn't it?
But yes, not
We
quite.
aren't trying to contact unreachable gods, but humans from other worlds. Real people.
We will see if it's going to work. I
I'm
would
prepared to
hope it
witness
does.
that miracle, friend.
The way Cyrene talks is so similar to Mem. I have so many questions. I'm also worried about how Dan Heng and March 7th are doing. Here's hoping the chronocognitive anchor can still function normally. Because I really need answers.
So Dan Heng should have gone back to the Express, while March 7 appears to be heading inside of Amphoreus, which is going to be very interesting. In the meanwhile, YouTube chat, I'm doing okay, just we're working on my Clara. Okay. That's great to hear.
Signal strength.
Any team you're working on
14.8%.
specifically,
Dialogue
or
window.
why are you
16
building
minutes,
Clara?
32 seconds. Prerequisite. No external interferences.
Right, so it does appear that we are able to build a connection. There we
We're very
go.
glad to learn that you're safe.
The question is, will we be interrupted again? That'll be the good question. See, it's such a relief to see you too. How are things outside this world? Herta, you're here too.
Not only am I here, but I also happen to have saved you 4 times already. Without you even being aware of it, of course. But now's not the time to celebrate.
That is true, we haven't been aware yet. We have seen Herta walk around, but nothing more, much more than that. And meanwhile, YouTube chat, because I'm a Clara main. Oh, okay. I see.
Listen up, little one. The Destruction's eyes are gazing upon this place. No, I'm not joking, and no, it's not Droidhead. It's the real Nanook.
Okay, that one is interesting. I am not really
Time is
surprised.
running out, so I'll explain in terms you understand. This world, Amphoreus, is in fact a testing ground.
Because, like,
where the Lord Ravager,
all
Iron
of these
Tomb,
Phainon
evolves through
cutscenes we've been seeing,
self-extrapolation.
they reminded me of Nanook as well.
Hiding in
And
this segment, unknown to other life forms, it has endlessly repeated the process of Era Nova, seeking a solution that could obliterate the erudition.
okay.
For some reason, the experiment entered a prolonged state of stagnation. However, it has now restarted.
But why? Maybe because we've been here, or like, we will see. In the meanwhile, YouTube chat, I'm also a rapper main. Okay.
Prediction.
So,
If effective intervention
how do
is not
your
performed,
teams usually
Iron
look
Tomb
like?
will complete its self-coronation in 14 system hours and initiate its plan to destroy the entire path of erudition.
Okay, so we have a deadline here. The issue is, how do we do all of this in 14 hours? That does not... Like, I would have assumed we would have multiple days, weeks, or something. See, how will it destroy the erudition?
The possibilities are endless. Breaking down interstellar communications, destroying the synesthesia beacons, returning cosmic civilizations to the Dark Ages, or even starting the third anti-organic war. Any of it would be able to bring the cosmos to its knees.
That would not only destroy the erudition,
Simply
though.
put, it will tilt all sciences and technologies towards the destruction. And since Nanook glanced at this place, it means they are being dead serious.
Hasn't Iron Tome been around for a long time?
Based on info provided by the IPC, Iron Tomb probably isn't like Selenova or Zephyro, who are overlords ascended from human beings. Instead, Iron Tomb is an algorithmic sequence. It can be anywhere, as long as there is a receptacle for its calculation.
So we will need to
The version of
somehow
Iron Tomb
stop
hiding
Iron
in
Tome.
Amphoreus is its source code. And this scepter is its incubator.
If 14 system hours is no time at all.
Yep. Think of it as the program having reached 99.98% completion already. And then it's over.
Something in the shadows has been driving everything forward. It's the observer named Lygus. Speculation. He's the scepter system's administrator.
So, okay, Lygus, we've seen that he has been working to it. I didn't
He wants
quite
Iron
think he
Tomb
was
to break
this
through the knowledge
important.
singularity.
It seemed like
I
he
don't know
was
why he
maybe
wants to do it,
accelerating it,
but
but I
he'll remove
thought it would
interferences
have
at any
continued
cost.
regardless.
You're the only variable within this world, and you're the only thing he fears. So listen closely, little one. The speed of time is different in Amphoreus compared to the outside. Destruction is just about to arrive, but you can still play Deliverer one last time.
Yeah, there you go. One
cycle's
final
already been
iteration that we get.
You've entered what is theoretically the last cycle Amphoreus will ever be able to run. An Iron Tomb will break out of its prison as soon as the process of Genesis is triggered once more.
Oh.
But now there's an abnormality within the experiment. You know what I'm talking about. One of the model's 12 factors. That is one of the 12 demigods. Destroyed himself using the power of the destruction.
So, Phainon.
Phainon's signal disappeared from the cycles the moment Nanook cast their gaze this way. That means world-bearing's computational logic is currently
interesting.
flawed and bugged. Yet it's the factor directly related to the process.
I thought
of
Phainon went
Genesis.
with us, but no, that's not the case. Okay. Phainon sacrificed himself to create an opportunity for us. He entrusted the duty of world-bearing to me. Phainon didn't die, he's still fighting. Let's be optimistic.
That old Intellitron will definitely do all he can to debug this error. So you have to take this chance to claim Kephal's core flame. But don't let him have his way. The key to suppressing Iron Tomb lies in whether he can rewrite the purpose of Era Nova.
Okay,
There's one more
so
preparation we must make. Lygus's behavior has been quite abnormal. He's never interfered in the actions of Titans or the demigods throughout the whole experiment.
but what about this time?
Deduction. The Scepter has an extremely strict autonomous protocol, restricting even its administrator.
Okay, so if we
Amphoreus,
become a
this ultimate
demigod, he
protocol
could
goes
not
by another name.
prohibit us.
The Law Titan. Talanton.
Law. They are the rules that restrain all things in Amphoreus. And it was the core flame returned at the very beginning of the last flame chase journey.
Why do you have another little pink one next to you?
Because that used to be
Her path chart is...
Mem-ish? Or Mem or Cyrene, or both now?
Is there something wrong with me?
Never mind. Let's get back to the topic at hand. Light calendar 3960. Month of balance. We'll be locking on.
I
this time
feel
period to
like
find
there will
law.
be something
You can either
that we
meet
will
the
see
Titan,
about
convince the
Cyrene as
demigod,
well.
Or take the core flame by force.
Herta was about to
Doesn't
just
matter what you
mention
do,
it, but I guess
so
she
long
just
as you
dismissed
bend it
it
to your
at the
favor.
same time, so we will see.
We still haven't figured out how you and Don Hung got inside this world. So influencing protocol is currently our best way to stop Lygus, or to call for more reinforcements into this fight. Once you've got law in your hands.
But
we'll discuss our
okay,
next
so
steps.
we need to figure out how to get the law
Make
core
sure the core
flame.
flame doesn't fall into enemy hands.
And someone is
Herta,
interrupting
the firewall's
it.
interference is getting closer. Time is running out. Please ask any questions you still have as soon as possible.
Right, how's the express crew doing? I feel like I should go for Dunhang say first. We'll probably be able to ask all three, but let's go with
Mr. Don
Dunhang
Hung
first.
did not enter the new world with you at the end of the last cycle. Known. The flow of time inside and outside Amphoreus is not identical. 1,000 years in this world may only be a fleeting second outside of it. Conclusion. He is on his way back to the Express.
Okay, but that does not sound confident on when it would happen. How's the express crew doing? Actually, no, let's ask for March
Miss
7th.
March's situation is rather complicated. Madame Herta and I can detect her signal, but cannot ascertain her location. What we can be sure of is that she's still in Amphoreus.
Don't worry about her. She's absolutely chock full of mysteries. Even if Amphoreus explodes, she'll probably float out perfectly protected in a nice thick layer of ice. Worry more about yourself instead.
I mean, from my understanding, her physical body is in the Express, but her, I don't know, soul or whatever is now in Amphoreus. How's the crew doing?
Can't affect the real world just yet. Don't worry. Himiko and the others are more concerned about your well-being than their own.
Okay, so they worry about us. Good to know. In the meanwhile, YouTube chat, my Clara team is Aventurin, Tingyun, and Sparkle.
I believe in your capacities. The hands of the Trailblaze can create miracles, and will certainly be able to snuff out the flames of evil.
How long have you been playing, like, Star Rail? Because I'm noticing that I don't think you have any of the recent characters. So, is it, like, similar to me in a sense where, like, you started playing the game all the way back at the beginning, but just haven't really pulled recently?
I just hope you bring good news.
Or were you like unlucky with your pulls, or? I'm actually curious. Because I would have like expected, like, I don't know, like what were the recent characters? Like, I know Sparksy exists. I don't know who else actually released in the most recent area.
No, not little one. Deliverer.
But in the meanwhile, let's see. So the connection has been interrupted now.
Those two geniuses certainly have memorable personalities.
See, what do you think about them, and can you understand their explanations? I think with the explanations they were
really
fairly simple, so...
Some of that conversation feels like it's about things I once knew, but then forgot.
Interesting.
Maybe it's because of Mem? After all, Mem's a memo sprite born out of your thoughts, friend. Maybe our memories somehow got tangled up together. Never mind.
The way Amphoreus works, I would not be surprised if something got mixed up here.
Just treat me as an ordinary girl with secrets, okay? Like calendar 3960. I remember that Talantin had already fallen by then, and the Chrysos heir who inherited that core flame is named Cerydra.
In the meanwhile, YouTube chat, I started playing when it first came out. I got some of the other characters, but I only really used them for endgame. Oh, okay, got it.
So, we've at least got a solid
Personally,
direction,
I haven't really worked towards the endgame usually.
Give me a little bit of time before we go.
I usually just play the characters that I like during the story,
so much more
kind
I need
of.
to take care of in this
As
one,
long as it makes
and I'm
sense in
still
a
getting
team,
used
of
to
course,
it.
but usually I was more focused on that I enjoy the character in like the story or something. I've never really been the fan of like
A relaxed scene like this
like the
probably
end
no
game
longer exists in the outside
abyss
world.
type of things. Right, let's see. Retrieve the anchor. I hope we will be able to reuse it. We will see. It seems like yes. Don't forget to take it with you. It's your only means of communication with the outside world. The genius's message is still there, reminding you. Travel to light calendar year 3960. The era of Talanton's fall. Gain control of the lore Titan. Then you can bypass the final protocol to modify the core flame of world bearing and reverse Aranova. Delay Iron Tome birth. And the rest is just static. The information on the chronocognitive anchor is now unrecognizable. However, you already know the mission entrusted by the genius. Go seek out the power of the law. And meanwhile, YouTube chat, or when I have to use him to, no. or when I have to
Or
use
should
them
have
because
one last look
I'm
at
having
IDs and ACI?
basically fighting against the boss in the story. Yeah, kind of same. Right now I basically have the main team that I used to, that I've been using for like a long time. Simply because that was the era where I actively, or very actively, played the game. But I've mainly like focused on the main story since then. So I haven't really pulled for anyone. Oh. Nor have I really changed my team since then. Alright, well... Oh, there we go. Going to take a quickly care of this. There we go. Amphoreus is still around, or at least around right now. Like every time old Amphoreus got caught, I've got a short story for you. See, there was this one time back in China's Polis, I played a neat little game. I laid out 3 boxes in front of a crowd. They only had to pay 1 coin to guess which one had the treasure. Pick the right one and the treasure is theirs. But after they made their pick, I wouldn't open it just yet. Instead, I'd pop open one of the others, an empty one, and say, look, this one's got nothing. Wanna change your pick? Gotta trust your gut and stick with the first choice, I would say. So your strategy is to stay the course no matter what, huh? But if you were playing fair, you'd be hurting your odds, pal. Wonder why I tell you all of this? Now, go open these 3 treasure chests I brought you and see what happens when old Amphoreus gets a little mischievous. Which ones?
No surprise there.
Oh, these ones. Well, I got the same rewards from everyone, so thank you, Amphoreus. Sparksy and Sparkle is my queen. Kind of have to agree with that, to be honest. To be fair, I'm actually looking forward... Oh. I'm actually looking forward to when I'll get to Plan Arcadia. From what I've seen, or like from what I've heard rather, it seems to be pretty cool. So I'm actually looking forward to get
This village is
there.
where Phainon's life started. After
Oh,
he said I would
I
be
didn't
taking
realize
over the
he was still
responsibilities
talking.
of world bearing. But what does that mean? Becoming the new Kevali? Or forging a completely new path?
Say, believe in Destiny's plans, prepare for the worst, analyze the situation rationally. I think analyzing it rationally is usually the best choice.
Calm down and think this through rationally. This is going to be a very difficult campaign. We can't lose Kevali's core flame, and we also need to find either Talantin or their demigod. Then convince them to join us in the fight against the destruction.
I mean, it sounded to me like
But there
Talantin
are
already
so
fell.
many unknowns.
But there's
We don't
only
know
the
what
demigod
Lygus
that
might be doing.
had taken on the
We'll
role
have to
yet.
face
Still.
Iron Tomb after dealing with him. There's also Cyrene. What exactly is she? There are so many questions. I'll have to take it one step at a time. But I must make each move very carefully, because every decision could potentially impact the end.
It definitely
With
can.
Screwlum's help might be crucial.
And I would also agree with that, although I am worried about our ability to actually
Thinking
reach
hard
out to
over
them.
there? I finished packing. I decided to just bring these few things in the end. See? There's the journal, a quill pen, and
Why does this sound like the book?
The ceremonial blade of the priests of time. Holding it calms me down for some reason. The scent of the black tide is now calm. Phainon must still be fighting them in some way.
In the meanwhile, YouTube chat, I remember when I got wrecked by Argenti like 8 or 10 times because I was using a bad team and it didn't let you change it.
This
I had
will be
a similar
Amphoreus'
thing
final
it
flame
happened in
chase
Amphoreus
journey.
with my current team.
But it won't be the end of us.
It was simply not up to
It'll
the
be
task.
beginning.
At least in the like harder mode, because I had still enabled that.
Friend,
It was.
are you ready
It's
to
been
become a
fine
hero?
since I switched to the casual mode. Like, it's been surprisingly fine. I figured there would be bigger issues, but they have done a seemingly good job with the casual mode, so that is something good to know. Of course, that is completely separate to the endgame. But that's fine for me since I mainly focus on the story currently. Right, let's see. I still don't know how I should act around you, or I still don't get it. Why must it be me?
Just treat me like any other friend you have. We share a common goal and common enemies. And we may also share a common future. A future that has never emerged in any other cycles before. I believe in you, friend. If you still can't get used to it, just call me Mem like you did before. Just kidding.
How would she react if we called her Mem at some point? Let's see, I still don't get it. Why must it be me?
Are you worried that the burden is too heavy for you? Don't worry. Maybe the answer isn't as complicated as you think.
I heard a lot of people were having trouble with Nikador because he one-shot their full team. Yeah, that is...
You've
I
seen how
think
every
it was
person regarded as a hero in
Nikador.
Amphoreus was nothing more than a flawed human.
Actually, when do you fight against
They were
Nikador?
just at the right place
I
at the
definitely
right time when
did.
the world needed a hero.
But I'm not quite sure if it was
But those aren't
Nikador or
coincidences.
something else.
Just like how your arrival kickstarted Amphoreus' fate once more after
Like
a
something else
stagnation of
maybe
more than
earlier?
30 million cycles. It's the inevitability of being a trailblazer. A person's personality is their destiny. Your own hero's journey already started the moment you decided to board that express.
Oh, no, that was Nikador. Okay. Yeah, Nikador was the one I ran into. Because I remembered it was pretty close to the beginning of Amphoreus, and I was just not able to do it. Say, let's go, we'll save everyone.
That promise might be far too heavy. But I believe in you, friend. The Trailblaze's duty has always been a heavy one. In other words, since you've already saved so many worlds, friend, you should be used to being called a hero by now.
I guess that's true,
Maybe
in a
you
sense.
can tell me those stories as we travel. That way they can become our shared memories too. Let's trailblaze onward like before and create a
The
future
question
that's worth
will
being
just be,
remembered.
like, how will we save Amphoreus? That's going to be a major question.
It seems you two are prepared to head out.
I am not surprised about this.
You should indeed treasure the view before
I
you.
am not surprised that he's found us
For you do
already.
not have much time left to enjoy
Considering like he
such
managed to seemingly
solitary
interrupt the
delights.
connection from the anchor. So I'm not surprised that he's trying to contact us. Let's see. Lygus still daring enough to approach me.
My apologies for disturbing your moment of repose. To fully express my apologies, please grace my abode with your presence.
What
So
is
I
he about to
demonstrate
do?
the full scope of my
I don't like the fact that he's
hospitality.
already putting us out like this.
What is this place?
Yeah, that's a good question. Did he just pull us into like some kind of data center or something? 'Cause that's what it...
Farewell then. May we reunite in the new world.
That's Castris. Let's see. Polymorph 600, Prima Mobile, corrupted. Titan Authorities Drive, path unknown. Elios 252, Prima Mobile, unknown, blank, or like redacted. Titan Authorities Sky, path redacted. The APKA 216 Prima Mobile redacted. Titan Authority Death. Path redacted. So he's been previously, like Lycus has previously mentioned these IDs towards I think Phainon and Cyrene last time around.
And that person alone will witness the miracle.
And it seems that we are now saying all these different IDs for everyone else now. Scare MMA 720, Prima Mobile blank, Titan Authority Reason, path redacted. App Lotus 405, Prima Mobile redacted, Titan Authority Passage, path redacted. Scorpio 365, Prima Mobile redacted, Titan Authority Earth. Maybe Phainon, actually?
The light of the Dawn device never fades. Kephal's protection has no end.
Because I'm pretty sure Earth and land bathing were kind of basically interchangeable. The Carlos 618 Prima Mobile redacted, Titan Authority Romance path redacted. Maybe probably Akalea then. In the meanwhile, YouTube chat, the only Amphoreus boss I was having trouble with was Aquila. I think, yeah, since I switched into that casual mode, I hadn't issues with anyone. So can't really give much input on that, to be honest. Right, Oryxis 945, Prima Mobile redacted, Titan Authority Trickery, so Cypher. And what is...
After I cross this river, it will be a tragedy for mankind. But if I do not cross, then it will be the end of me.
Oh. To be fair, she we haven't seen at all during our original iteration. Say Upper Rear 432, Prima Mobile redacted, Titan Authority Ocean path redacted. And we seemingly have a final one. Let's see what awaits us here. As you reach out to touch the screen, an eerie sensation instantly courses through your entire body. In the meanwhile, YouTube chat, I was only having trouble because I didn't know what I was doing and I didn't know Hysilens was a healer, so I didn't feel like reading her kids. Yeah, okay, I did run into that. It was a little slow, and I had to adjust my strategy a little. I did manage to defeat it regardless somehow. Although I would have definitely preferred not having Hysilens and Bailu on my team, because that was a bit of an issue.
Executing command. Record.
How about now? Let's see. Oh, investigate. Is this... No, that's... Okay, never mind, that's her. No. Why did we get thrown back?
Did that startle you? This is the intersection between Amphoreus and the real universe. The audience seat where I observe this experiment. You can also call this location the Exomyth.
So,
What you see
previously we've seen that the crossover points seem to be like the Fountain of Genesis or whatever it was called.
Legends.
Or at least that's where Herta ran into Lygus for the first time.
Of the cosmos. People love to portray the romance.
The question will be, what has Lygus have planned for us? Why is he showing us this? Maybe he's like trying to be like, hey, hey, basically what you're seeing here is not real. Maybe, I don't know.
On the sandy beach and recorded the first numerals and symbols on parchment. The universe turned into a silent equation flowing under the pen of these relentless decoders. Erudition. It was once the mother tongue of the creator, the pen of divinity, and the first lyrical verse ever written.
Interestingly enough, we once again have the name creator mentioned. In the meanwhile also, by the way, thank you for subscribing. I just noticed my sub count went up by 1. Right, let's see. Enough purple bros, get to the point. That's the exact opposite of what you've asserted before. Now, let's be a little rude and ask him to get to the point.
Seems like you are not in the mood for an idle chat. That is fine. I simply wish for you to understand that I have no intention of being your enemy.
Except you're basically trying to blow up the world and the universe, so I don't think being not an enemy will work here.
From within it.
In the meanwhile, YouTube chat, back then my only healer was Lynx. I want to use her more though, so I'm using her with Blade.
And now, my goal is almost
Oh, I haven't played Lynx.
Nikos 496
actually,
had exceeded the intelligence singularity.
like I always wanted to keep like the resurrect from Bilo. So I think I've got Lynx though, but like I've always kept Bilo in the team because like I just wanted to make sure I have the resurrect available if needed. So that's why, like, Bilo has been in there since literally 1.0, because she was the first 5-star I had pulled from the beginner banner. Right, let's see. So Phainon, that was Phainon's name, I believe, or Phainon's code name. So it sounds like Lygus was not expecting him to suppress the Black Tide. But we will see. I will hope that it won't work.
Geniuses. It is an irrefutable fact, just like the instance in Lucy's calculations. In other words, as long as you are willing to stop interfering and let the final Aeronova carry out its natural course.
Of course he's trying to, like, convince us of leaving, basically. Because he knows that he doesn't know what we would do. See, why should I trust you? I mean, we've heard from Herta and Skrellum that if Iron Tome succeeds, then the entire world will be in danger. So even if he goes ahead and says like, oh, I will protect you, that doesn't matter. See, what will happen to the people of Amphoreus?
They've always been the product of the experiment, so naturally, they will perish when the experiment ends. That outcome was predetermined long ago, so I will not embellish such a regrettable conclusion.
My first 5-star was Welt. He came home like twice in early game. I was like, wait, Welt, give me someone else. Actually, I'm not entirely sure who... I think I got both Philo and Himiko pretty early. I know I tried to go for Roseli back then. And I think then I got Himiko instead. And Himiko became part of my team for a while. But then I replaced her with like Acheron and Kafka Black Swan as they released at some point. Let's see, I still have a friend stranded here.
Ah, yes. I am aware of that
he's talking about March, I think, not about Cyrene.
Her real identity is quite astounding.
I am pretty sure this is about March right now, not Cyrene.
Then I will do all I can to send her back to you.
When Iron Tome descends, no one will escape unscathed.
You are indeed worried about your safety and that of your companions. Rest assured, as a fellow pathstrider of this path, Nanook's gaze left a brand on your soul long ago.
Long ago?
You harbor the seed of
How long ago
within
was it?
you. But you need
like
to
from my
learn how to
understanding,
use
we
it
had...
in the right way.
I think it was
And
Foley
vital
would also
knowledge
put a gaze
is also
upon
my
Amphoreus.
bargaining chip in this
Now Nanook as
negotiation
well,
between us.
certainly
For
from
there
what we've heard
are
from
few
Haruto,
in this world who are
which in my
truly
opinion will be...
capable of such a feat.
We will see what will happen as those two
And
events
I
will
happen
probably
to be
fight
one of them.
against each other. We will see. The only standard banner character I don't have is Philo. Oh, okay. I think if I continue to play like regularly, then I probably would have... I feel like I might have all now at this point. But I think I'm now missing like 2 or 3, actually. Right, Seed of Destruction. The Stellaron is a seed of ruin and will only bring misfortune. Who are you?
Someone who wanders the stars. Someone who seeks answers with abject despair. That is all I am. This matter is of grave importance, so please do not make your decision.
Thinking about it, we still
lightly.
haven't...
After all,
Previously,
the choice
all worlds that
before
we've
you,
visited had some kind of issue with
there's
Stellaron.
a 1 in 3 chance of
Interestingly
elevating you
enough,
to an
this was not the case yet for
unparalleled
Amphoreus,
existence
although we
among
do
the
instead
stars.
have the scepter thingy. So, I guess, I don't know how that's powered. Let's see, I've never thought of becoming unparalleled. I will not allow the distraction to tear through the cosmos. I cannot trust any promises you make, or I will rule over the cosmos even without your help. Let's go with 3.
I now see the full scope of the determination in your words. You may now continue your travels.
What kind of tricks are you pulling? I'll defeat you here, right now. I wouldn't be this confident. Let's go with the tricks.
It seems you haven't realized
I don't know. I don't
something
think this
about
changes
this
anything,
place.
but we will see.
The exomyth is the erudition's domain. You cannot physically interact with me in any way in this place, and vice versa.
He still dragged us into here,
As
though.
negotiations have broken down, there's no more need for us to remain in the audience's seat. Let's return to the theater called Amphoreus, where you will meet me once again. Of course, this meeting was not without merit. Your presence has inscribed a new footnote in the exomyth.
We will have to see what he's going to do.
Allow me to reveal it to you in
I feel
detail
like Lygus still...
next time
I mean, it definitely feels like Lygus still thinks he has an upper card. So there must be something that we are not aware of yet.
100 years ago, the flames of war consumed Akama. The Outland forces broke through the dawn. Golden blood flowed with greed, and enemies descended with Kefali's eternal slumber, painting the holy city's walls in scarlet. Its generals had vanished, and the elders prostrated on the ground. The throne of worlds kept silent to the pleas of the people. Until the heaven and earth cracked open. Not the
History
gods
lesson from,
answering
I
the
think,
people's
Cyrene.
prayers, but a legion rising from the sea of blood. Dawn Cloud's spires fell in the sulfur rains, and the legion's commander stood atop the broken idols and roared.
Thinking about it,
Compatriots,
I'm
no
pretty
more
sure.
kneeling. Not to brutal tyrants,
I'm like trying to
and
think
not to
think
dead
about
or
the
dying
year
gods.
of which we
Those rebels
arrived
have
in
twisted the
Amphoreus. I
prophecy,
thought this
ignited
was
the
like
flames of war in order to
the year
sow fear in your
4900 something.
A Chrysos heir she stood, divine blood soaked into the earth, quelling the flames beneath her feet.
Their golden blood wrote of a tragic fate. Mine shall overturn it!
Her crown burned bright, outshining the fires consuming the entire city. She raised her scepter high, and the people gazed in the direction she pointed.
My blood flows in you now. Heroic compatriots.
Yeah, we
follow
are
me,
hearing, I believe
and we'll
this was the
seize
character that
flames of
has
fate.
become the Lord Demigod.
Drive the enemy from Kefali's
The question,
dawn.
where will she be
Smother
at?
their flames with their own dead. Win glory. Win
That is
peace.
the big question
Let
mark.
history sing your deeds.
The first to dance was a maiden following closely behind, weaving through the carnage like a fish in the sea. The people,
But I'm pretty
full of
sure
wrath,
the
surged
person
with her, forming
telling
a
the story right
colossal
now
wave,
is
and
Cyrene.
the enemy hordes,
I am
drained
pretty
of
sure.
life, vanished into nothing.
Onward to Marmorial Palace, to Dawn Cloud's heights. Announce to all the wicked and cowardly. Announce to this stagnant age.
We are the rising tide.
Hopefully not a black
History
tide.
remembers this as the first siege of Akama. It is said that after the flames died, people found identical inscriptions in every place in the city that had been scorched by fire. It was the name borne by Akama's first and final sovereign, the Imperator Cerydra.
There you go. First new character we are being introduced. Cerydra. I think that was the pronunciation.
Are you listening?
Yes.
Friend? Honestly, you were the one who insisted on reviewing history, yet here you are, dozing off? Wake up! Wake up! Otherwise, I'll have to...
What is Cyrene about to do?
Awake at last? I guess I won't have to use my wake-up magic on you then.
Do I want to know what she would have done? I don't know. I was meditating. Where exactly are we? Memories are the prelude to dreams. Let's go with that.
As you say, just meditating. We've arrived. A familiar place. The Temple of the Three Fates. If everything went according to plan, it should be shortly after Talantin's fall.
So will we see Cerydra here?
And also the end of the first flame chase journey.
The Law Demigod awaits. The end? Aren't?
Perfect timing, actually. The first flame chase ended with the Trial of Law. We must find the demigod and gain her trust before the core flame is restored. It'll be tricky, so let's pick up our pace.
I feel
So
I wouldn't be I wouldn't be convinced this will just work. But there's gotta be some. I mean, if you think about it, if you think about what we've seen, let's see, what's that noise? A dispute? Let's go with that. Like, Caslana went in and told them the prophecy, which they already knew back, by then, but I guess they haven't really shared it to the public.
Let's not get caught up in any
But he
trouble.
was using the prophecy to convince
Why
the
don't we find a
demigods or
place
the
to hide and
crisis
observe from
heirs
the shadows?
to confirm he's from effectively the future. Let's hide and listen in. Unyielding sacrifice. Question is where exactly? You have to get in. I don't like.
Criminals keep their faith.
I want Cerydra. Okay.
Wait.
I don't know who I prefer more. I feel like my favorite characters of Amphoreus so far would be either Castris or Cypher. I think.
Golden-blooded defilers, perverting the prophecy and trying to slay gods.
So I probably would have gone for both, I think.
Stars beyond the sky? Gods who created the Titans? What kind
Maybe
of
one more,
nonsense?
depending on
Look
how
at this broken world
luck would have
and
been.
see what your atrocious acts have done.
What? Did he just mention the stars beyond the sky? But how is that possible?
That is a good question.
You impudent!
Stars beyond the sky. So
Ducks
it
for
was
Boris.
mentioned.
We're here to welcome the deliverer from beyond the sky.
Wait, what?
Stand down.
Wait, what?
Heretic!
How
No
do
one but the great
they
Talantin
know?
can deliver this world from misery.
I ask you,
How do they know?
if the old laws were so perfect, why did they crumble beneath my feet?
Back then I didn't have any characters good with Cerydra, but now Celia is good with her. I'm a little surprised. I didn't expect Celia to still be
Now
good in a
I
team.
am the law.
Like, I thought she was power crept like ages ago or something. Well, there we go. That should be
Challenge me,
Cerydra, I
Or
think.
submit to
I think
my
the other one was
judgment.
Hysilens. And we head into a cutscene.
Silence.
What gives you the right to judge a priest of law?
That's because I came, I saw, I conquered.
The way Hysilens just reacted feels like they already know us. Which, like, how
Ducks for Chorus? Take the
I
ashes
feel
of
like
this
this is
man
not.
and scatter them in the temple among the crowds.
This is not what I would have
Tell
expected.
them that the High Priest attempted to take away the rights granted to the people by the Imperator. Thus, he met his fate.
Yes, Imperator.
So that will
Now,
be
these
interesting.
two accidental guests. Dux Gladiorum, if you please.
As you command.
What's going on? Wait, we're not your enemies? Typical start. Should have expected it. Okay, that's kind of funny. But it sounded like they know us. I don't know which one to go for. Let's go for this, because this would be the typical one, I think. Oh? What?
Huh?
Who is that? A corpse Canis? I didn't even recognize this was Canis.
Correct, but not the kindness you know.
Oh, Canis.
This is the leader of the Cleaners in this era. Since the start of the Chrysos War, they've made it their mission to wipe out the Chrysos heirs. Even now, even after I've united all
Okay,
the
I'm
city-states,
actually
these
interested.
vermin
Where did
still
they
lurk
pull
in the
her
shadows,
from?
hindering the flame chase journey.
Like, she must have been lying in a corner already.
Moreover, I know
So,
that the 27th person to
or did she
inherit
just
this
drop
role
down
bore
from
many
the
grudges
roof?
against you
Where-
and nearly
where did
doomed the
she
second
come
flame
from?
chase journey.
Yeah, and the 27th person to inherit this role bore many grudges against you. What?
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
How does she
So,
know all
out
of
of
this?
courtesy, I present to you this corpse as a gift.
Okay, you know about his second flame chase journey. That makes me curious. Do the other ones know as well?
Careful. Let's wait and see what happens. She's probably trying to scare us.
Fair. Maybe.
For the sake of order, I am known
Oh,
by
you know,
many titles.
maybe that's Likes'
Flame
doing.
Crowned, who ends
That could be
wars.
it.
Tyrant of Dawn Cloud, Empress of the Holy City, and Imperator of the Flame Chase. But in light of your unique identities, I'll allow you
I
to
am,
address me by my
like,
real name.
from my point of view,
Cerydra. On behalf of my people and this land, greetings,
like from my point of
Deliverer.
view, there should have been no way they know us.
If I may, how do you know his identity?
That is a
As
crucial
the little
point.
hostage prophesied, the deliverer shall come from the future beyond the sky.
Oh. But how do you know that?
Gray hair, golden eyes, skilled in wielding a mace. They would arrive in Yanisopolis on this day. There's no mistake.
The prophecy mentions beyond the sky. Trippy first saw our arrival. This completely diverges from history. I don't know what
Your
to go
orders,
for here.
We return triumphant. Send an urgent message to all delegates. The meeting of the Flame Chase
So,
Alliance will
okay,
convene
so we
shortly.
do not have to convince them?
As for
Seemingly?
you two, Akima knows what you seek. We'll confer in
What?
the Holy City.
I assumed that we would struggle to convince them. How do they...
Doubtless you have many questions, but save them for later. Please.
Yeah, I
Francis.
have questions, yes. Okay,
This
how?
is not what I expected at all. The demigod
Me
we needed
neither.
to find was just waiting for us, and she knows of things beyond the sky, even eons.
I mean, I feel like there must be something Lygus was doing,
How could this be
right?
so different from the previous 30 million Amphoreus cycles? Who altered history?
Lygus could, hey, maybe March 7th or down hang. Maybe we messed up the timeline. I feel like it has to be Lygus.
Unpleasant thought, but plausible.
Which does, like,
The
that could
currents
be
of time have
his,
become
like, his
twisted. Regardless
trump
of who
card,
caused
right?
this,
Like, that is the fact that he
Imperator
can
prepare.
modify
We're the ones at a
what
disadvantage
people, or
now.
like, the history, basically. Or like, a prophecy. That could play into his cards, and that could be problematic for us. It's like Cyrene just said, we do not know now what will happen.
We might as well dance their dance. Let's go with them to the Holy City. We've received the Imperator's favor because of your unique background. As a result, the people of Akama will certainly respect you more. Just put that to
That
good
is the
use,
one
and
advantage
add a bit
here.
of your experience and charm.
So, but yeah,
Should
that
be
would
easier
mean
than
that
last time, right?
Lygus,
If we figure out
like,
what
we
happened
no
in
longer
this
know what
cycle,
what
we'll
happens.
be able to turn things
Lygus
back in our
probably
favor.
now knows instead. So, who knows? Let's see, an old flame chase companion await, and old flame chase companions await in the Holy City. Can't do without your charm either. Trailblaze the sequel. We always find a way. Let's go with that.
Treeby, Aglaya, maybe even little Cypher.
Oh, okay, we just go for that either way.
Calm and confident.
I mean, everyone
That's
must
the
be
you I'm
around.
familiar with.
Guests, please.
Feels like she's rather a
The
little
journey to
annoyed.
save the world starts with a single step. Let's set off, my friend.
Hail to the Imperator! Hail to the Golden Heroes!
They are certainly being, they certainly have a great reputation, that's for sure.
Told you, you're the headline act. All this spectacle is for you.
But like,
Guards, your service to the
how?
Holy City is
Why?
appreciated. How have
I
things
mean, I
been?
feel like we already know the why at this point.
Castrum Krenos once again struck the border. Dux Brumalis led her troops to repel the enemy. The agitators against the Flame Chase are still active in the city. They smashed the shops around Memorial Market. But the garrison already arrested the culprits.
Okay, so we are in
Now
the
they await
also in the age
interrogation.
where the crisis heirs are still attacking
They are
Okima,
merely a
basically.
disorderly mob and do not warrant any attention. Even though Terravox personally mended the fractured earth, it still didn't silence
Terravox,
these fools.
demigod of Earth.
Guests from beyond the sky. Worry not about these trivial matters.
Demigod
Dux
of Earth.
Gladiorum will take you somewhere to settle down for now.
I'm pretty sure, like, the land bearing and Earth was interchangeable. I thought those were one and not two.
Please allow me to belatedly introduce
But
myself.
like,
My name
weren't
is
we
Hysilens,
supposed to take
and I am
on
the
the
Dux Gladiorum
land bearing
who swears
core flame?
fealty to the Imperator,
I
as well as
guess
the
we
Knight
will
Commander
see.
of the Achaemenid Alliance. Later on, the Imperator will invite you to attend the meeting of delegates to discuss the Flame Chase journey. Your arrival has convinced us that the future promised by the prophecy is certain. Under the Imperator's command, Amphoreus shall break its chains and reach the world beyond the sky.
I mean, yes,
With all
but
due respect,
no?
what exactly do you know about us and what's beyond the sky?
As a humble
although that will
subject,
be
I
very
cannot
interesting
freely
to see
express
what
my
will
own views
have
to you.
changed.
Please forgive me.
I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
Time waits for no one. Please come with me and rest now before the meeting later.
Interestingly enough,
Akama,
we'll.
under the Imperator's rule,
I do wonder if
is
we'll stay
no
in
longer
the
in the
private
shadow
room
of
again.
war.
Like if it's similar enough that this will happen. Let's say.
Indeed, Dawncloud stands as the hero's residence. The Imperator put much thought into its design, in order for it to serve as a sanctuary from the burdens of battle. Please experience its marvels firsthand, heroes. When the Imperator arrives, I shall come to summon you.
Hysilens. No wonder she's the Knight's commander.
It's Fish Lady. I do like her design, to be honest. Let's see. Her lips are sealed tighter than armor. She's reassuringly discreet.
I'm sure that's what Cerydra thinks, but it's inconvenient for us.
Oh, she definitely... that is definitely quite
Alright,
inconvenient.
we finally have some freedom to ourselves. Since there's still some time before the Alliance meeting, let's explore a bit.
Right. Will there be any major differences? No, Akalea. It's Akalea and Tribby, not the ladies I'm familiar with.
Not the ones you're familiar with. But the hearts of heroes stay the same in every cycle, never changing.
Alright, I'm guessing we should interact with them. Oh, we have other ones to interact with as well. Alright, Apollonius.
How are we supposed to talk to the heroes of deliverance? What if they're really intimidating?
Virginia, don't be so nervous. Once they hear your poetry... Ah, heroes, you're already here.
Yes.
Greetings. I am Apollonius.
Still, I am not...
one of the 5 sages.
I don't know if this is a good thing or not.
To the Flame Chase army.
That is my concern.
This is Virginia.
This could go either way.
The Dux Carminum and
it's like we have lost our advantage of knowing what would happen.
Hello.
We have lost that
Virginia.
completely.
I compose. I compose poetry.
I'm Serene,
I
Lady
compose.
Silicii.
Funny.
This is the Deliverer. Nice to meet you both.
On the other hand, this allows
Remember
us to
frightening
not
as the room
waste
was
time trying to convince them.
This is
So
our first
it
time
could
in
be,
the
it has
Imperator's realm.
upsides and it
Akima
has
is even more
downsides.
magnificent than we imagined. If you all weren't here to look after us, we'd be completely lost and
So
confused.
we will have to say, I assume a lot of
Akima
this
you
will be
imagined is
explained
long
as
gone.
we continue
Under the Imperator,
throughout the
this
main
city
story.
has been reborn as the capital of the world.
Bask in her free-spirited winds.
But let's see.
Anyone who fulfills their duties to the Imperator, these winds shall forever remain at their service.
But what if...
Those who are loyal do not need to consider the consequences of betrayal. But if you're curious, why not head to the lake and take a look? Those elders who lie at the bottom of the lake are the best example of what happens when you disobey the Emperor.
I see. Interestingly enough,
elders of
she
the
wasn't
cycle were
around
all-
last time around.
Looks like that priest who was sentenced to death wasn't an isolated case.
Let's see, Labienus and Seneca.
Dux Brumalis, our great Imperator, found the master.
So I believe
executed him in public.
Hysilens was mentioned before, and
Seeing that scoundrel burn to nothing should
Atria
deter these
in
miscreants from
that
being
sense
so
probably
brazen
as
again.
well. I do wonder what happened to
Imperator isn't
them.
afraid of getting her hands
Like,
dirty?
what was the reason
What a
for them
ridiculous
not really
display.
showing up? Basically, or
What do
like,
you know?
why
No
were they
matter what sins
around
the people commit, they
in
are
the
still
first
the Imperator's
cycle,
people,
so to
and it's
say?
only right that they be judged by the Imperator's own hand.
I don't think, or I do not recall, that the game had
Our
told
distinguished
us yet.
trespassing guests.
Are we trespassers or guests?
Seneca, the Dux Brumalis.
I guess
Greetings.
both.
This Dux Brumalis doesn't seem to like the Imperator very much, but she holds a high rank. As for this
I
Dux
guess we're
Brigoris,
both.
His way of speaking seems
I guess we
rather
might have
unusual,
been
too.
trespassing originally, and then
Let me see what I can get out of them.
basically done, like, became guests in a sense.
I'm sorry.
Where we've been like, oh, by the way,
This is the
the
Deliverer
prophecy, you
beyond the
know,
sky.
yeah, I
We're new
guess
here
we
and
have now
wanted to ask
stumbled
you-
upon that.
Does this city host any other visitors from beyond the sky?
Right,
We're
we are
looking for our
actively
dear
looking for
companions.
March.
Drop the charade. But yes, there is someone in this city who is all too familiar with the world beyond the sky.
Silence! The Imperator ordered us to keep that Lord's
Okay,
whereabouts
this is
secret.
not March. That is not March.
Enough, you pathetic lapdog. Do you need to beg for permission from that cursed Imperator even just to bark?
You...
Someone who is all too familiar with the world beyond the sky and is referred to as that Lord. Could it be? Looks like things are getting heated. Let's get out of here.
Oh. Well, that's not ideal. Right, Agalea and Tribby.
Aggie, you're still so listless today. Did you have trouble sleeping again?
Yes.
We know. The Titan's prophecy haunts you. If you want, you can talk to us, just like when you were young.
So that will be... I don't wonder who that Lord is.
No matter what, we'll always
Definitely
remain by
not
your
March,
side.
obviously. But
I know.
I do wonder what
I
this
also
could
understand
be.
that fate cannot be changed. I spent all last night weaving
sorry.
clothes and linen for the refugees. The Chrysos War is born of injustice and has shattered their dignity. They deserve at least some basic decency. If Amphoreus one day abandons this, then all of us, commoners, Chrysos heirs, Titans, become no better than beasts.
They don't say that too loud, because I feel like this would
Welcome.
this is what would
I
happen
am
when
Aglaya, the
once
Gold
the
Weaver.
once Iron Tome hits. Hopefully not.
These rags on you are not worthy of the title of Deliverer. I
What
must
do you
prepare some proper attire for you.
It's been a while, Agalea. Hello, nice to meet you for the first time. I don't know how I would react to this if I was the Trailblazer. I don't know if I should go for this. No.
First time? That's not what I gather from your eyes.
Yeah, that is right.
Does your Aglaya differ so much from me?
I'm not sure.
Deliverer from beyond the sky?
I don't think
are
Agalea
truly of
previously
Yenisopolis.
offered to make.
It's very nice
Actually,
to
might
meet
have.
you.
She might have, but I don't. She wasn't actively doing it, I think.
Although, introductions are probably unnecessary. We know you've witnessed the future of the Flame Chase journey even more clearly than we have.
I don't know, like.
Witness the future of the Flame Chase journey. The prophecy also
I am
told you
not
about
sure
that.
what to think of this.
Indeed, Orynyx reshaped Amphoreus through the prophecy. Although, regarding the Deliverer, there were not many details beyond your appearance
Yeah,
and the time of your arrival.
definitely do not feel sure about this at all.
Please, don't worry. Feel free to relax and
Like-
relax some more.
Orynyx's prophecy, wasn't it Kefali?
Kefali issued prophecies too, but it was Orynyx who told mankind that the Deliverer from beyond the sky would descend upon Amphoreus.
More crucially, they revealed a future entirely different from the Aranova.
How do they know?
Though we still must challenge the gods. In the Time Titan's prophecy, this path leads not to
I am a
new
little
world,
afraid
but to
of
the true
the fact that this
starry
could be
skies.
Lycus doing. It doesn't have to be. But personally, I'm a little afraid of that.
This is also what the Great Imperator
So,
has been striving for
I don't
all her
know.
life. Your arrival
It's hard to
kinda
say.
confirms
I'm a little worried. Like I said.
This can't be real.
Even you find this
What
surprising?
has he done?
Fate really is unpredictable.
I'm kind of hoping that this could be just someone
Perhaps
else.
the upcoming meeting will hold even more surprises.
Like maybe there's someone else involved. We do not know yet where March went. Dan Heng is also missing. He's not at the Express yet. So, I don't know.
Little fish from beyond the sky. Did you rest well?
Probably?
The Imperator and the delegates are about to arrive. If you are ready, please follow me to the meeting.
Let's see, about your role.
I'm the Knight Commander of Akama, General of the Flame Chase Army, and the Imperator's servant. But beneath these shiny scales engraved with complicated titles, I am just a swordfish at the Imperator's side.
Swordfish, literally. Okay, about the Imperator.
As you've witnessed, she is the Empress of Akama, the one who ended the Chrysos War and the leader of the Chrysos heirs. As merely a humble subject, I cannot say more beyond this.
Because you do not know more, or because you're not allowed to say more? See, about the Chrysos heirs here.
The Chrysos heirs here constitute the elite among the Flame Chase army. Dux Halkalithist Apollonius and Dux Carminin Virginia serve as the army's advisor and historian, respectfully. One offers advice and counsel to the Imperator, while the other writes verses.
Makes me wonder if we could ask him. I mean, I guess the game hasn't really given us much options.
And Dux
but I do wonder
Seneca
how
are both formidable warriors.
How this prophecy came to
clearing the
be,
way
like
for the flame chase with steel and storm.
that could maybe
Dux
give us
Fatoran,
some info
the
on
holy
who
maiden who interprets the prophecy.
put that in.
Only the one named Treeby
But
remains in the city.
I don't know, like
The Imperator once took them as hostages in order to unify the prophecies of the world. But they are now Akama's most vital prophets.
And like keep in mind that Lycus still feels like he's in control.
Dux Goldweaver.
So
a Goliath.
I don't know.
Well, she dislikes it when people talk about her behind her back. You should get to know her in person.
I feel like that's also Agalea from last time around. Let's go
I'm the
now.
Knight Commander of Akama, General
I
of the
picked the
Beneath
wrong
these
thing.
shinies. Then come. The Imperator reserved seats
I
for
had
you.
picked the wrong thing.
I'm starting to feel a bit nervous about the meeting. Since Cerydra
The issue is, like,
presiding
if
over the
this
meeting, it'll be a good
changed,
opportunity to learn about the laws,
what else
inclinations, and
changed?
the current era. Let's keep our ears open, okay?
Like, what else has changed? Let's see.
Good sir from Paphos, what do you think the Imperator is planning calling this meeting so early? My homeland can't endure anymore.
Who knows? First, she wants to hunt Titans. Now she says there are even greater calamities. Her madness is the greatest calamity.
Agalea? They're talking
Exactly.
about Agalea, I think.
Chrysos
There
heirs,
you go.
Deliverers. What about us ordinary folk? How much are we worth in her eyes?
Things feel pretty tense here.
They
The
certainly
history
are.
book said that the Imperator aimed 3 cannons at Dawncloud to make all the delegates obey her. Will history repeat itself in this cycle?
Yes. Similar acts have occurred, and not just once. However, whether history will repeat itself, you'll soon see. Those are the 2 spots reserved for you. Please take your seats.
Right next to Agalea? Is that a place we've got? There she
Ladies and
is.
gentlemen, silence, please. The Imperator has arrived before her faithful council, and the Alliance meeting is about to begin.
All rise. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, the Akama Alliance swears upon the gods.
Cease the pageantry. I pray not to the vanquished.
Alright, what is Satria about to say?
Kefali, of course,
I mean, she's
needs
probably
no further
about to be like, hey, look
As
at
for
this
the
guy.
subjugation of the law,
I assume.
At the entry hour 2 days past, a scout should have brought the news to all of you. Unfortunately, guards found his corpse among the rocks not far from the city. Moreover, the poor soul was buried with a Paphos curved blade. It pains me to imagine what agonies this
Oh.
loyal warrior endured before his death.
So I guess the news that we are present was already
Delegate from
supposed to
Paphos,
go out,
Do you have any insights?
but it didn't because someone got killed.
I know nothing of this.
The evidence is irrefutable, so there is no need to waste your breath. However, let us
He
set this
he did
trial
seem a
aside for the
little
time being.
you know, for the fact that he knows nothing, he did
Even
seem a
within
little
the most sacred and dignified council,
like a
there
little
were
too
those
scared
among us
in
who
a
wished to
sense.
draw their blades, brazenly challenging the Alliance, seeking to shatter our hard-earned peace and unity. Fortunately, I uncovered this plot. Now, to protect this beautiful city and her people, the Imperator's legions are ready. They will escort each of you to the Temple of the Three Fates, where you will receive the highest level of protection the Alliance can offer.
And what will be the costs?
Then, the Legion's warriors will join me in embarking on the campaign against Phagusa.
This is clearly a trap.
She's going against the Ocean Titan.
Did you summon us here just to trample
I
on the
guess
dignity
to
of
get
your
the
allies?
core flame?
What should we do?
Things are starting to get pretty intense.
I feel like they've already been intense, but sure.
Comrades, you've all seen her true face now. According to the ancient laws of Akuma, only with the consent of 2/3
Is
of
she
the
about to
elders
get the
can the
cannons?
legions carry out the commander's orders.
The ancient laws. Didn't you destroy them long ago? You defected during the first siege of Akuma, voted unanimously in favor of the Council of Elders restructuring, and just yesterday, you desecrated them with a blood-stained blade. The decaying old laws fell with Talanton and are no longer deserving of respect. But if you still insist on proclaiming yourselves defenders of the law,
So, sounds to me like
then be
Tatria's...
silent
Oh.
and offer up the highest respect to this core flame in my hand.
Right. Talanton had already fallen. She has the core flame. And I guess that means she is now the one that decides all laws?
Since there are no objections, then the original agenda of this meeting, the campaign against Phagusa, is hereby passed. The Flame Chase Army's hunt for the Ocean Titan begins today. In order to prepare for war, all allied city-states must surrender command of their militaries and pay all war taxes by the end of the month of Evernight.
At this moment, I would also like to introduce to everyone the newest
And now
honored
we are
guest
being
to join
introduced,
our
I would say.
alliance. The Deliverer, revealed in the prophecy of time, has descended from beyond the sky.
Right, okay.
With his aid, we shall shatter the chalice of plenty.
Should she have maybe mentioned these in opposite, in the opposite order? It's like, I feel like this news will probably give her like a ton of actual, like...
A deliverer from beyond the sky. This is just like that prophecy about slaying gods. It's a lie you've used to grow your power.
Okay, of course there's some
Has
criticism.
already sacrificed countless soldiers. And now you want me to send even more of my brothers and sisters to be used and discarded by a tyrant?
Especially considering they are heading into a... what's basically a war, right? So...
Are there any
not
other
surprised
objections?
about some criticism.
Then I bid you all farewell. Meeting adjourned. Deliverer, please wait.
But it was certainly not...
I still have important matters to discuss with the two of you.
Okay. But this certainly wasn't a close debate like a Naxxus back then. So that is interesting. Right, meeting adjourned, but we still, or Cerydra still wants to talk something with us. So let's see.
I apologize for that farce of a meeting. It must be tiring dealing with so many people every day, Great Imperator.
Is she going to like that?
Tiring?
Okay.
You're mistaken.
He ignores that.
Moving chess pieces, placing wagers. This game of strategy adds a dash of color to our heavy fates. Much like how rule and conquest are always accompanied by sacrifice. Is the war with the Titans also part of that sacrifice? After I glimpse the secrets of this world. No.
But yeah, it will be interesting
sky,
to see what will
the
change
divine authority
with
of Amphoreus no longer held
these
any
news, right?
significance.
We hadn't collected the
ask you,
ocean
Deliverer.
core flame or
Is it true
like
that
the law
beyond
core flame
Amphoreus' sky,
previously.
there are magnificent deities called eons?
Yes, eons exist, that's a fact. Their powers are 1,000 times greater than the Titans. How did you hear this from? I would like to know. But sure, I don't...
Ah, that certainly captivates my interest. Then, please tell me
But
more.
still, like, who told them this? Who told them all of this?
In the future you envision, where will our flame chase journey lead?
Protect the core flames and the law. Only then can Amphoreus break free from the destruction.
Oh? What you require now is the power of law? Exactly. Just as the prophecy foretold, he is your deliverer from beyond the sky. And he also has reliable allies. If they can intervene in Amphoreus' laws...
I am also a little worried about our ability to reach the outside.
Its destined end.
It's possible that this will backfire and we cannot reach them again. I guess in this case it wouldn't backfire, but, you know.
Very good, Deliverer. You have courage. To say such presumptuous things, even knowing that the inheritor of the law stands before you. You mean... In the past, anyone who dared to covet the Imperator's divine authority would have met a gruesome end. But now we can see beyond this dying world.
So anyone who would have asked for her help would have been like...
Our journey should no longer be confined below this stubborn sky.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we will not be killed, but
Alas,
either way...
that fickle ocean titan has obstructed the spirit water leading to the vortex of Genesis, hindering my ascension. If the core flame of law cannot be returned, your path to deliverance will never be
But the issue
realized.
is, I'm pretty sure we would
Now
need
that
it,
things have
no?
come to this, we must resume
Basically,
our once
rewrite the
stagnant
law
journey and force
and
the
to
waves that block
kind of
our way
break
to recede.
the simulation a bit.
So, you agreed to cooperate with us? Cooperate? Forgive me, but I never cooperate with anyone. Though I will permit you to join me as subjects. And together, we will forge the most perfect law.
Why do I feel like this is still similar?
This is... the Flame Chase Medallion, a symbol of the Flame Chase Army. Every noble in Akuma carries one. This medallion represents the will of the Imperator herself, and you may act freely within the city with it. Before we embark on the crusade
okay,
against the
so
Ocean
this will
Titan,
become
you
important.
should rest in Akuma for a time.
I do wonder, see, be wary of someone named Lygus Imperator. Thank you for your trust, Imperator.
So-called trust and loyalty are but empty words to me. From this
I feel like we
on,
probably
prove yourself through your actions.
tell them about
As
Lygus
long
at
as
some
no
point
boundaries are crossed,
already,
I fully respect
so...
the choices of my subjects. May your journey reach that sky full of stars, Great Imperator.
Your attendant certainly knows how to curry favor. Go now. Take a bath first.
I was reading curry
You two,
flavor initially. I was like, what?
reek of seawater.
Okay. Interesting. How? I guess we came from Aegis Elysiae or something, and I guess there's a sea there, so I guess maybe that's how.
Come forth, Theoros.
Oh.
Yes.
There he is.
Great imperator.
Okay, there's your confirmation.
Now,
it was Lygus. It was Lygus who's told them all about this.
Those two arrived just as Oryx described, and just as you said, they showed a thirst for law. At least this proves that my judgment was right. Sparing your life was the correct decision.
We have heard he can't directly affect the demigods, but he can still be a person that interacts with them.
Another choice lies before you. With whom shall you ally to tip the scales of law? Me, or that deliverer?
Remind me again, Antikythera. What kind of future do these two paths lead to in your view?
And I guess we do not know that he's been reaching out in parallel. I mean, we assume that he has, because otherwise they probably would not know about his prophecy.
The sky is not a wholly wicked being, but from the very start, his stance has been completely at odds with Amphoreus.
I don't think that's quite right.
The road they have chosen will bury Amphoreus' grand aspirations. This world, which follows the path of destruction, will inevitably stray far
right, of course.
from the glory it was
in
meant to
Lygus'
enjoy.
point of view, the best thing that could happen is a destruction.
To you, the people of Amphoreus will slay their creator in the name of the Imperator.
So he's trying to go that route that we would prevent this.
You will command the mighty beast known as...
So yeah, he's basically trying to get them to embrace Iron Tomb, compared to us who wants to stop it.
Beings across the cosmos will bow before
Which I guess,
you,
in theory, would prevent Amphoreus from continuing on.
So, what's the price?
The price is insignificant. All that is needed is for you to sacrifice that fragile, incomplete
Except he means the entirety humanity all across the universe.
As a Chrysos, heir of the prophecy, you have already chosen to abandon it, have you not?
Off you go, Theoros. I have already made my decision.
The interesting thing is,
Once I
we
ignite
could have
the
warned
core
her
flame of law and
of
burn away
Lygus,
the old, outdated
but
rules.
clearly Cerydra is not calling him Lygus.
Amphoreus will embark on a journey across the stars.
I feel like she's keeping it rather open.
The Imperator
Alright,
is
we're back at the
quite
pool house,
forceful.
it seems.
She didn't give us any chance to ask questions. And she's clearly hiding something. What do you think?
At least she allows us to move around freely. Her bossy way of doing things is hard to stomach. We should consult with the geniuses about the current situation. But will we be able to?
Looks like we're on the same wavelength. The atmosphere
I don't.
in Akama.
I feel like we might not be
It's so
able to. That's the
unfamiliar.
thing.
And it's not just the Flame Chase Alliance talking about the world beyond the sky, but the whole city. We should also discuss our
Right, that is the
with our friends from
complete
beyond the
opposite,
sky.
right?
Then
Like last time around, it was basically completely forbidden.
Then we should go enjoy the renowned bathing culture of the holy city and relax. It's the thing I've been
Like,
looking forward to most on this
Back
journey.
then, they were fearing that they would be struck down if they tried to get out of Amphoreus, if they try to get into the sky. What are you talking about? Is this really the best time for a bath? Let's go with that, I guess.
Work and rest are both important. You see, everyone agrees, right?
Suspicious guards.
So someone's watching.
Can't let our guard down for a second. Let's use taking a bath as an excuse to find a quiet corner to update Madame Herta and Screwlum on our progress. We can also check out
I guess
what's
we will
happening in
not
the
get
city.
our private room in
Since
this
the outcome
case
of the meeting
then?
was just announced.
Maybe?
People must be gossiping. We can kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Let's go.
Not just 2, but 3 even. Imperatrix Okima. Oh. Interesting. This is not a map you can just jump onto. This is straight up like a
So many people.
kind of dungeon map,
The
so to
holy city
speak.
is so lively.
I feel like I can hear some irony in that.
Did you hear? At the Alliance meeting, the delegate from Leyden stormed out in anger.
As expected, the Imperator
Right,
is always
let's
hiding
see,
things from
can we
everyone.
get
When
some
has it not
info out
caused
of
a
these
ruckus?
citizens?
Silence! That's treason! If it weren't for the great Imperator, you'd have sunk into the lake with those corrupt elders already. And you wouldn't even be alive to speak like this.
Okay, I'm getting the vibe that
no.
even
It's the
though they are
Imperator's
free to
loyal
talk
dog.
about the
go.
stars
We can't
beyond the
talk in front of
sky,
this
there are other issues they cannot talk about.
How disappointing. Oh, honored guests, we meet again. Looks like I'm not the only one who came to the baths to unwind after the meeting.
You are not
For
indeed.
the upcoming campaign, please make sure to rest well. I am Dux Fragoris, a trusted officer of the great Imperator, willing to fight alongside the Deliverer in the coming battles.
Ugh. Another war? Ever since the Imperator took control of Akama, we haven't had a day of peace.
Idle chatter.
The atmosphere is a bit tense, with rumors flying around the city. You must be troubled.
It's like people don't really know what to expect,
My
I guess.
apologies.
Like, not
After
even
every
we know.
alliance meeting, there are always some
There's like
pests
so
in the
many
city who
question
get
marks
restless. I
about,
prefer to ignore them.
like,
Pests on the ground don't affect
Lycus
the
is
sky
still
in the
doing his
slightest.
thing.
They just complain from the shadows
and
that the
he's
sun's
now
light is too
apparently,
harsh.
presumably telling people
Besides,
about
the Theoros has
us
already
and like
promised
changing the
Imperator her
prophecy
fate.
as we
And
go.
these clowns will
But we do
eventually
not know
realize
what
their
to expect.
foolishness.
And
May I ask,
that's
who is
oh,
this
hang on,
Theoros?
hang on. Oh, did he just say something where he shouldn't?
The Imperator has ordered us to keep his lordship's whereabouts a secret.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Ah, so it's his lordship.
Stop trying to get things out of me. Leave me alone.
That is Lycus. In the meanwhile, Twitch chat. Hello, Phil. Welcome to the
I didn't
stream.
even need to try. Big and
Hope
strong
you had a
Dux Fragoris
great day
really
so
can't
far
hide
as
anything.
well.
Theoros. What an ominous name.
Yep.
Bad news. He's been staring at us the whole time. Let's move to another place for now.
So,
We don't know how
Lycus
much
in the
Cerydra has
background.
concealed from us. In the worst case scenario, we may have to face more than one enemy.
Yeah, so obviously Lygus was acting ahead of us. And that could be an issue. Yeah, the Great Stream. Nice, nice.
Alliance meeting? Alliance meeting? More like a cage where creatures with golden blood claw at each other. And Flame Crowned, who ends wars? Clearly a tyrant who doesn't deserve such a title.
You're absolutely right. While the Imperator's hounds are still hunting down
It's also
others,
gonna be interesting to say, like, how can we get into contact with
You.
Realm and
I
Herita?
know you. You're that tyrant's lackey.
Like, that is
What?
a big
Here to shut me up for
question
that little
mark.
imp?
And it does right
Panicking
now
now?
look like
Don't
everyone's
worry.
watching
I don't
us.
care what others say
So-
about the Imperator. And she certainly doesn't either.
And I have the suspicion that if we
Oh.
tried to do it,
Children of the Prophecy.
they would probably try to prevent us.
Such rare guests. Are you here to relax in the baths as well? The temperature is just right today, so be sure to enjoy it.
I
You
don't
should
like
rest well
this.
for the next campaign.
What? Children of the Prophecy? Another excuse for the Imperator's reckless warmongering.
No filter, huh? You should be glad you don't have a seat at the Alliance meetings. By the way, if you still want to bathe, hurry up.
Hurry
Once
up,
that
why?
predatory fish joins the flow of water and eliminates all the fools questioning the world beyond the sky, you won't be able to enjoy this perfect water temperature anymore.
Is that referring to Hysilens?
Seems like there's more to Dux Bramalis's words than meets the eye. But
Or is that
would
about
the Imperator
Lygus?
actually kill those who question the world beyond the sky? This is the complete opposite from what we know of Akama.
It'll be very interesting to see, how we can make sense out of this.
I wonder what everyone in the city is talking about lately.
Right, Apollonius.
Huh. These two are...
So many guests today. Let's see who's here now. Two distinguished guests of the prophecy. One a clever and adorable warrior. The other, also quite heroic.
Heroes.
Does she
I
not?
didn't
Does
expect
he
to
have,
meet you
or
again
does
so
it
soon.
not really
How
have to
fortunate.
say anything about
It's a pleasure
Cyrene
to see
specifically?
you again, Dux Helcalithist and Dux Carminum. You two are inseparable, aren't you?
This is...
She wants to find someone to help with research for her new work.
I'm the far-seeing eye and all-hearing ear of Akama. I see and hear every single thing that happens in the streets and alleys of this place. I'm the perfect partner for research.
We could get into we could use it, but I don't know if this would actually do anything.
Enough small talk.
If you know what I mean.
Here's the latest news from Akama, as you
So
requested.
it's gonna be a big question mark.
Children of the prophecy arrived in the holy city, and the
We will have to figure out how to
seized military power,
defeat Lygus in a tactical sense.
and there may be bloody upheaval.
As expected.
I get the feeling you might have embellished a bit to keep people's attention.
I swear on my stone mane, I would never do such a thing. But if you wish to quell this terrifying news, perhaps a more explosive topic would help.
Never mind.
I mean,
While
I
the
do hope that we
influence
do
of
get our
rumors
private
can be
room, and
minimized,
that
the
room
fact
would
remains
hopefully
that the
allow
Great
us to
Imperator
actually
did swiftly
get into
consolidate
contact
military
with
power in an almost
the geniuses,
threatening
but
way. It's
I would
undeniable.
not be confident.
Heroes, I know the Imperator's way of doing things may seem a bit autocratic to outsiders, but soon you will witness her blade dance with enemies on the battlefield. I can't comment on the source of her loyalty, but when that blade is drawn, you two, as bright as you are, will surely see the deep thoughts beneath her exterior.
The Imperator's blade. Is he talking about Miss Hysilens?
Maybe?
I sense some unease in Duck's Halcorith's words.
Hysilens.
It seems the Imperator and Miss
That's
Hysilens share a much
Hysilens.
deeper bond than the others do.
Let's hope I do not mess up the pronunciation. I probably will.
There are eyes and ears
We
everywhere.
will see.
Is there any place where we can have some privacy?
The private
To
room,
understand
maybe.
the Imperator's secrets, we have to get past Miss
I think the
Hysilens.
game is telling me to go there. So let's see. Yeah, that's the room. Right, the question is...
This place was your original bath chamber. Perfect for avoiding prying eyes. I wonder if anyone is using it now.
I suspect yes.
The smell is... Wait, don't go in yet.
Who's there?
Uh-oh.
Oh, the little grey fry in pink sea hair.
I wasn't expecting this.
Little sea hair?
You barged into here without warning. Was it an accident, or did you wish to bathe with me?
Accident. Why are you here? I didn't see anything. What are you doing here?
Is that so? That your eyes shine brighter than pearls?
Sorry, we didn't mean to disturb your bath. We'll leave now.
It's no big deal. There's no need to panic. This is the natural state.
Yeah,
for me.
don't mind me just
People
closing the
around
door
force
again
themselves to
immediately.
wear
Thank you.
clothes, adding unnecessary constraints. Forget it. If Duck's Goldweaver heard that, she'd scold me again. All right. Please make yourselves comfortable and wait a moment. Let me first wash off the blood of the hunt, and then I'll attend to you two.
The hunt blood. Go with the hunt. Oh, okay.
The delegate from Phainon has been assassinated! Quick! Quick, someone come quick!
Oh, okay.
Ah, the broken crab shell surfaces. I was worried it had been washed away by the current.
What has she been doing? It was you, wasn't it? I'll inform the guards. Your vicious fish.
Just a regular cleaning. No need to be so surprised.
I see. No wonder there was a faint smell of rust in the air before I even entered.
I guess that's why she's bathing right
Why?
now.
Is it because the Laydonians refused to contribute troops to the Flame Chase journey? Or just because they offended the Imperator?
Because the new era of the Flame Chase doesn't tolerate stagnant blood. For the ignorant masses who cling to outdated laws, only bloodletting can wake them up. Right now, the rebel forces on the frontier are rising, and Layden has been secretly supporting them. They loudly chant the slogan, "Return to the era Chrysia," unwilling to relinquish military power.
I do hope that she might...
They're just building
I mean, maybe
momentum
she
on
will drop
rebellion.
some info. I kind of hope, although I do not expect it. Fair enough, I reserve judgment on this. It seems a bit too extreme for me to accept. Let's go with
Thinking
that.
is a right given to citizens by the Imperator. I won't interfere with your thoughts. As long as you don't try to reverse the current of the times, you and I will both be free.
But Miss Hysilens, I can't even hear the slightest
So-
hint of joy in your words.
That is a fair point.
Because I've already tasted ultimate freedom. Long, long ago, I lived in the sea. In that lightless abyss, far beyond civilization's reach, the great fish consumed the
I
sword,
do wonder
and when the
if
great
she
fish
was
perished,
told that we are
their
here.
bodies became sustenance for
That
the
could be a
newborn,
thing that happened.
nourishing the whole ocean.
And maybe that's why she's here specifically.
This is the tide that carries civilization forward.
Like, that could be
Anyone
it. That
will be
could be a thing that happened.
Or meet the fate of inevitable decay.
Right? That could have actually been a thing that
Are you
happened.
suggesting that
We do not know what
freedom is in
all the
fact
info
the
that Lygus
cruelest
has
fate for life?
shared. That's my issue here.
I only mean that if life
So,
wishes to preserve its dignity,
I don't know.
it must first be bound by the law. There's no need for me to say more, little sea hare. We're of one mind. Whether the Imperator's law can guide the schools of fish and lead us to a truly free ocean, let us wait and see. But for now, let's pause this heart-to-heart. Another fish has come, following the scent of blood.
Interesting how she keeps calling people fishes. Actually, kind of interesting. And
Being your
it's
subordinate
Aglaia.
is such a tragedy. I'm always having to worry about the messes you leave behind.
It's simply our duty to the Imperator.
All ready to go in an instant. Miss Hysilens, you truly are
To be
impossible
fair,
to
she
predict.
dressed herself up in like, what, 10 seconds?
Yet you,
That is a fair
golden
point.
trout who's always busy all day, suddenly have the time to visit me?
Do you think I wanted to come? I suggest you burn some more of the incense offered by our allies, lest my creations be tainted by the reek of fish. I'm only here on the Imperator's behalf to remind you to prepare for the banquet.
Fine.
Actually,
But I
now that I
must
think
retort,
about it,
what you call the reek
maybe
of
this
fish,
room was
to
in the
me,
first place
is the unique
Hysilens'
fragrance of the sea.
Hysilens' room. And now we took it on because reasons.
Besides,
Or like because
if my
it
fine
was
clothes
empty.
get stained, won't you just gift me new ones?
I won't.
Are you sure about that? They seem pretty close. There's a strange chemistry between them. Aglaia is so different from her past self.
You sensed it too, huh? By the way, you both just mentioned a banquet. Could you elaborate on that?
Oh, right, you don't know. Every time before a battle, or after a victory, the Imperator holds a grand feast for the Chrysos heirs to lift our spirits. For us warriors who swim constantly between life and death, these feasts are more worth looking forward to than victory.
So, there's gonna be a banquet,
the
I
hunt for the
guess,
god
in
of
between
banquets.
all of the
And
crisis
honey
heirs,
brew
I
as a
would
tribute to
assume.
commemorate the ancestor of
I will
honey
assume
brew.
at this point.
How absurd.
Don't look so grim. All has been decided. Since it's a banquet for Fagusa, why not take a leaf out of the Tidens book? Live in the moment and enjoy life to the fullest.
I'm not as carefree as you. That little Dolos kitten is already causing enough trouble for me. And on top of that,
Because she
I still
killed
have
her.
tailoring commissions to complete. By the time the cool flame
Well,
illuminates my
Amphoreus
eyes,
certainly
I might not
sounds
be able to
fun
focus
back
as I
then,
used
that
to.
is for sure.
Aglaia's eyes.
Oh.
Curious about these eyes? People often compare them to jewels. But I've already made my decision to ask romance for eyes that can see everything.
I didn't realize that.
I wonder what this world will look like when I take the divine authority.
So that is before Aglaia took this on. I didn't realize her eyes were
In the
different.
future, you will still be the finest weaver in the world.
Is this
Like,
also
to
a
be
prophecy
fair,
from the three fates?
if you compare it to this, her eyes
It's
feel
even more
rather
accurate
dead.
than a prophecy. After all, he has already witnessed it, right?
But yeah, I didn't realize this. You will weave the most romantic thing in the world. You will forge the long stairs to Aranoa. You will bathe in the golden light of hope. That was the prophecy, wasn't it?
Become a demigod and lose your humanity. That is the only reply I've received in the countless times I've sought wisdom from the prophecy. But Destiny's fragments are like stitches. Before they're threaded into splendid garments, no one can see their true charm, can they?
Right.
Aglaia has always been troubled.
Aglaia leaves once again.
Fair. But thanks to you, she seems to be in much better spirits.
She looks quite relieved. Do you know each other well?
Just as she knows how the spinning wheel trembles, I can sense the smallest changes in the damp air. As for whether we know each other well, I've swum beside her since she was a child. Most of the time, I can understand the whispers in her heart.
So they know each other well.
For those words,
seemingly similar to, I guess, Maide and Phainon, I guess, maybe?
Now, I leave this bath chamber to you. Rest well and prepare yourselves. After all, every time we drink and talk could be the last celebration.
Don't say it like that. I don't like that. I don't like this statement.
Hysilens has given us the bath chamber. It seems she really does do whatever she wants.
Now we don't always have to be under the Imperator's watchful eye. This bath chamber was originally mine. We're just her roommates. I don't know.
It seems that way. This also means she could return at any moment. If we're having an important discussion, we must remain vigilant. So, let's seize the opportunity and
what
report
if
our
one
current
guy,
progress.
one person
We don't want to keep everyone beyond
stays
the sky
behind
waiting.
and another one actually does the talk? Right, let's see. Oh, we do get the connection done.
First, while that little empress with a candle stuck on her head didn't explicitly say it, she firmly rejected your request to take over the law. Fair enough. Second, Lygus is indeed in this timeline, but since he's somehow connected to that little empress, you have no way to find him. As expected.
So, okay, yeah. Say, not Serini.
Long and difficult.
Right, I haven't even said anything and you already know everything? Next time, don't steal my lines. What would happen if I go for this? No, let's go for this, because I feel like this would be actually what I would say.
It's all just a guess. What? Did I guess right?
Yeah, you did.
We've made some progress here too, but nothing to get too excited about. Our time is short, so let me summarize. Concerning the origin of that Intellitron, the firewall
Why is the voice suddenly different?
Expressions. But ever since Aiden invented the 9-worded formula, this kind of mathematical logic no longer exists in the cosmos.
Oh.
Lygus is definitely connected to the genius.
Okay,
society,
what
so
was
stay
wrong
alert.
with that one voice line? Maybe he's the creation of some genius? Could he be related to the Emperor? What if he's the thinking unit of news? Let's go with 1.
We can first exclude Droidhead themselves. They specialize in minding their own business and wouldn't intervene personally. But Screwy and I are still eliminating possibilities one by one. Currently, the most likely candidates are these few. The Lord of Silence, Acha. Oh, the 2 Ruperts are also possible. But it would be too boring if it were one of them.
I don't know much of these 2 yet. I vote for the Lord of Science. Finally, we'll get to face off some big names. I'm getting the vibe that it might be Aka simply from Lord of Silence. I don't know. Doesn't sound this fancy, right? Or so fancy.
That's all I have to say. We'll depend on you to continue pushing things forward within this world. Keep in touch regularly. And remember, don't let your guard down.
The connection wasn't interrupted,
is a real
notably.
Well then, let's use the banquet Aglaia mentioned as our next starting point. Cerydra's trusted followers should
So
all
this
be present at that
conversation
time.
wasn't
It'll
interrupted,
be a good
which is
opportunity to get closer
interesting.
to them.
Really, we must avoid direct confrontation with Lygus.
It's settled then. With our great teamwork, we'll be able to deal with anything that comes our way. It's been a long day. We should get some rest now.
Right, rest well and get ready for the banquet. But I don't like
Alright, when you've tired yourself out, remember to come back. I'll be waiting for you here.
Right, because I know the previous mistake. I think it's time for me to actually quit it for a moment.
Stain?
Like, I'm guessing if I interact with her, I'll go back. But I do still have a few more things to read. So let's have a look at this. We will have. Let's go through these three. Let's first read Wave Strumming Night Electra, or rather No.
The black tide that blotted out the sky surrounded the city walls.
Hysilens.
The soldiers
I still need to remember those names.
From battle.
But let's see.
Melodious chords of music were suddenly heard.
The Ocean Titan, if you think about it, like
the waves of enemies.
the black tide. I think initially it was said the sky was first impacted, but like over in that one city there, Castris and so on ended up being. It was also said that the ocean first changed, so I would not be surprised if that is connected as in some way or another.
The legions of heroes under my command are as vast as the sea, yet lack a formidable sword banner.
We will see.
The commander extended a hand.
We will see how this is going to go.
To join. Should a fish separated from its school glimpse a faint glow?
But I have to say, I do like Hysilens so far.
The swordmaster
I do like where the bubble cheese he has going on. It's actually a cool effect, to be honest.
Keen blade. When the spray of her waves extinguished the fires of war from the holy city, a golden name was engraved upon the stone pillars. The former commander burned the crown to become king.
Hysilens, brave in battle, triumphant in command.
Still makes me wonder how she died. How did she die in the previous instance? What happened there? That's what I would like to know right now.
After the battle, the weaver
maybe we will find this out. Maybe we won't.
And the commander poured her honey brew.
But still, we will need to fight against Lygus somehow.
Gathered about her,
right? This will happen somehow.
Her to play that splendid music. The candlelight danced and mingled with flowing drink, swords and song ringing out in unison. Yet none knew that was once a lonely melody from the deep sea. The music of revelry continued for a long time, until the whispers of conspiracies were buried in the songs, until the roars of lethal struggle shattered the music. Legend holds that they who bear the weight of a pillar shall one day return to where it stands. Those who tug at the earth shall end amongst the mountains. Those who sow dawn and dusk shall remain eternal in the sky. And she would once again return to the pitch black sea. And she would once again sing her music alone. The bountiful ocean.
So once again, this is right now Hysilens' backstory.
Stir as futile bubbles at the bottom of a glass. Many years later, the song once played by that swordmaster was played by future generations in the holy city. The people knew the demigod of the seas was still a noble captain. She possessed peerless swordsmanship and a song that is passed down through the ages. It was just that she had long since vanished. Guests at the banquet sometimes spoke of her, but it was only a prayer between their cups.
Hysilens, melody of the waves, bless our night that we may drink deep and dance till dawn.
And there we go. Right. Let's see. That was Hysilens backstory. I went back again. That was Hysilens backstory, at least the first part. We do still have 2 chapters that we do not know yet. Terror Box, Seismic Walking Dragon.
The ancient
that one will be really
shrouded
interesting, because
silence
that is a
and
character
shadow.
that we have not run
The
into
giant
yet.
dragon's offspring was born from the earth. Sweet dreams had smothered the giant dragon's eyes and ears, and as they slept, the 100 eyes of Aquila had already opened, and Fagusa had begun to stir the playful waves. Yet Georios remained weighty and silent. Layer upon layer of peaks enveloped the dragon, cradling them.
Or at least I do
belt
not
more
know
grand
which
than
kind of
any
person
in
this
existence.
dragon would belong to, right? Like, that is a
The giant
big
dragon
question
spent
mark
their
that we have
childhood
still.
in darkness. From the moment their bleary eyes blinked open from haze of slumber, they hungered to feast on crude iron and drink deep of molten lava. Until one day, they raised their head and with a low, guttural voice, pleaded to glimpse light. The Titan lifted them up by their ribs, slowly raising them. The dragon's spine sliced through the strata of rock, cutting open the soil. When they reached the surface, they summoned mist woven of the fire of the stars. As though seeing themselves clearly and in full through the eyes of a giant bird. The giant dragon walked the earth
Or it is
alone.
like, I don't know which
The
character
Titan
this would
knew
belong
they
to.
were lonely and terrified too, and
That's the
so
thing.
sculpted new beasts from flesh and bone. In that wild, barren world, the giant dragon led the beasts of the earth. Excessively long life gifted the giant dragon with eyes that could pierce the veil of years. They witnessed the separation of day and night, as well as the entanglement of reason and romance. And even Kefali did not neglect to share with them a chalice of golden blood. The ocean teased, saying even should the earth sink utterly, they would not rot. Ever since they opened their eyes, the giant dragon
I guess, I mean,
rarely
considering
returned
this
to
is...
slumber. And thusly,
I don't know.
that mesmerizing
Will we run
dream
into this
that
dragon at
occasionally
some
burst
point?
forth at night, etched
feel
a
like
trace
probably
on
yes.
their memory. The gods they were familiar with
Not
were
gonna
in
lie, I
this
would have
dream,
assumed that these
and they
12
were
are like
as immense
people.
and imposing
But
as
at
ever,
least,
yet had
so far we
lost
know
their
both Aeronite and this
Just
one
what manner
aren't
of
people.
magnificent pathstrider could imprison the Titans as mere reflections? The giant dragon dreamed also of their own
So I
path,
do wonder why
that
they are
great
showing up.
breath from the heavens, or perhaps from beyond even the heavens. They dreamed of silver shards amongst the stars, reflecting the form of another giant dragon. That great cerulean dragon approached Amphoreus, the distant whispers roiling, becoming a roar engraved in the earth. They recognized the meaning in that low roar.
Permanence.
Its name, Permanence.
It will be interesting to see if we run into wherever that is at some point, if in the dragon, I guess. Will be very interesting. But for now, we do still have one left. Mysterious foreign guest, Aeronite, when I call your mother.
The gates of the Temple of the Three Fates gently open on the day of prayer, and the crowd crouched, whispering like the tide. The priests of Janus listen to the prophecies. The unwavering axis of the scales of Talantin maintains balance, and only Ornyx remains.
It does feel like, by the way, that the first acts are usually the shorter ones, and then it gets longer over time.
To answer prayers.
The Titan tasked with time is as perplexed as a child.
Don't be scared. Please don't be afraid.
That's trippy.
A familiar voice rings out.
Listen carefully. The future they want is in the past.
Like the first light of the morning star.
Really? In the past?
The child sank into a peaceful slumber of recollection, whispering revelations in their sleep. Until the masses crying out amidst the flames of war were swept away by the sounds of sharp swords locking, the fire.
That sounds like what would have happened recently, right? Because like Satri has been...
Mother, usurper, assassinate the divine body.
Memories are tightly entangled
like
by
Satri has been like, oh,
nowhere
I
to
killed
run.
the old law, basically.
Don't be scared. Please don't be afraid.
An unfamiliar voice rings out.
Go to sleep. The ending they want is yet to be born.
Like the warm glow of the setting sun.
Really? Not here yet?
The child continues to sleep, waiting for the next waking dream. And when they opened their eyes, 2 of the 3 fates who once received offerings had already faded from the pages of history.
Mother! Mother! I'm already all alone.
The child let out a helpless cry.
Don't be scared. Please don't be afraid.
This feels like it's
A
repeated.
familiar voice rings out in the mirror.
Just wait. The stars that illuminate
Well,
the night
ish, like
will visit
it's
in
not
the end.
quite the same, but
Like
it
gentle
feels the same.
moonlight. The gates of the Temple of the Three Fates now closed tight. People no longer pray to a titan who cannot touch the world. Within the inescapable dreamscape, the flower stems nourished by the black tide serve as a swaddling embrace, drowning the young child's soul.
Mother!
Let me guess, Chibi will say her sentence again?
But this time, they didn't receive a response. Only long years
Never mind.
of yearning and pain. Like the silence of the Evernight. Days and nights passed, the years turned. Dust covers the glory of the past. The priests have forgotten this titan.
Waiting. Hate waiting.
They watched over the
So this is about a
slumbering
time
sweat,
titan.
gazing at the dull
And the
mirror.
night, basically.
But a fleeting mirage flickers in the mirror. The shining stars and the lights of the home. And a strange yet familiar voice.
Wake up! Our familiar old friends have already arrived.
Like the newborn dawn.
trippy once again. But either way, there you go. Right, and that was all of the chapters within the book itself. We've got all of the ones that we have unlocked so far, and if we look at the path, we should now see that most of them have since been completed, but we do now lack the final 4. They have been progressed 1 to 5, 1 out of 5. But these are now the ones that I guess we will get more into. Ebonite, Terrorbox, Electra, Hysilens, and Cerydra. So those ones will be interesting to see what they'll lead us, because they don't necessarily seem to be about characters, or not necessarily at least anymore. But anyway, so here's the thing: we had unlocked this last time around, and I hadn't yet read through all of it. So let's have a look. I think we've read this. 12 factors, core variables of the experiment, 12 simplified models of life's prima mobile. Based on the overarching theme of entropy reduction, Omega ME13 employed a process of elimination, introducing the 12 factors into the experiment one by one in an effort to falsify them. I guess to somehow manipulate them. Okay, that's a ton. Let's see. Your existence, in fact, confirms one of my hypotheses. Why is it that when the prime mover of life is set as the calculation target, the result is an anti-organic equation, a result that runs counter to life? The answer is simple. It's not a contradiction. Understanding why life begins also allows us to deduce why it ends. But you already know that's not a real focus. Why then? Again, I ask why. Why would a weapon of war, forged by the Emperor, be executing a research directive from news? Was it that for fiasco at the Intelligentsia Guild that allowed them to successfully access the system? But the entire Spectre system went into collapse after that. The timelines don't add up. Directive, full system scan, conclusion, no logical contradiction detected. Robert too believed there was no such thing as free will, never realizing he, too, was just another puppet. Rewriting the anti-organic equation, crafting the scepters, even reigniting the Emperor's War. All of it was just him carrying out News's thoughts. From the moment they were born, every genius of this world became a prisoner of the erudition. The so-called anti-organic equation is merely a subtopic of the prime mover of life. Logic, guided by news, the Emperor built the scepter system, unknowingly creating the vast testing grounds for them. Conclusion, the Emperor was never free. Okay, Robert too, that was one of the names Herta mentioned. Is rebellion against fate just another part of fate? A classic topic. Of course, the above is just my conjecture. The death of Robert II buried every trace of him. His past, his memories, his thoughts, his motives. Maybe he saw through news manipulation, but flew too close to the sun and lost his wings in the process. If there's anyone left in this world who might know the truth, it'd be the Lord of Silence. And that cold, merciless monarch of myriad machines. After all, no wisdom can escape their prison. No one can say what might have happened if the two Amphoreus wars had never broken out. Would the Border Star Trade War or the Intellistar Energy War have ended differently? A strange variable was enough to change the course of the IPC, the family, or the Shangshu alliance down another path. The eruditian's thoughts aren't just calculations, but instants that anchor down the universe. And they have already revised every error and fallacy in secret, seeking the optimal solution for the war among the Aeons. With this as its fundamental consideration, will News really declare the failure of the entire experiment and send a decommission command to the Scepter system, just because the glimpse of a puny scholar? It'd be more fitting to say the decommissioning of the Scepters is just another part of the thought experiment based on the universe. Does it make you angry to think along this line of thought? Robert too was wise. He killed the chance of Scepters to gain sentience, but he was too stubborn. Learning is a sufficient but not necessary condition for thought, and by limiting the Scepter's capacity to learn, he has indirectly hastened the fall of the machine empire. But anger doesn't require self-awareness. It's just one solution to a multivariable equation. Logical shift detected, recalculating variable weights. As the path strider of erudition, since God posed a question, we will give them an answer. One that we both have already reached. Core variable loaded, destruction. That's, I guess, the beginning of Amphoreus sliding towards the destruction. Let's see. Admin note. To ensure secrecy, Redacted must be deployed around the Scepter to block any potential interference from the external universe. In addition, use Quadrasane algebraic expressions and a redacted, encrypted environment to fully contain experimental ripples and to prevent observations by number 4, Volker Kakamond. So it can't be number 4, it can't be Robert 2. Makes me think that it is indeed the other one that was mentioned, actually. Right, records of cycles 1 to 50,121 conducted using inorganic life as the initial variable after inputting the 12 factors. Archive 1. In the initial cycle, inorganic entities operated as cellular-sized automata. Upon the introduction of the factors, they begin to learn on their own, leading to the emergence of mechanical structures. By the 9,910th cycle, the unified entity had learned module specialization and self-reflection after forming specific structures. However, the unified entity would still permanently determine the unified entity would still permanently terminate its life functions after reaching a certain learning threshold. In the 12,649th cycle, Module Darwell 701 broke away from the unified consciousness. It entered a state of absolute mutual denial with its counterpart module. The two melded out its circuits in self-negation. In the 22,449th cycle, Module Golem 99 detached from Darrell 704 and successfully deconstructed the unified consciousness into neuron-like clusters. Inorganic life transitioned into a dual mode of individual and collective cognition, and thus the first spark of selfhood was born. From that point on, each cycle ended in systematic collapse as certain unfixed inorganics detected interaction loopholes and chose self-serving optimal actions. By the 39,665th cycle, inorganic Darwell 816 established a cluster protocol, marking the birth of the concept of society. Yet, due to the resource scarcity, inorganics cannibalized each other's computational power, reverting to a unified consciousness. In the 50,121st cycle, inorganic Chaos 666 chose to kill the aggressor when subjected to a computational power takeover. The act of destruction was conducted in Amphoreus for the first time. At the end of that cycle, Omega ME13 received a gaze from Nanook and became a Lord Ravager. And, well, that'll be something more we'll get into as time progresses until we reach 99%. We will see about that. But for the time being, we will be here. Right, anyway. That'll be it for me for the time being. Interesting. You're right. We have 13. Interesting. Well, we will see how things are gonna progress. But for the time being, that was it with Star Raid for tonight. If you enjoyed the stream, then you know what to do. Leave a like, follow, or subscribe. Depends on where you are watching. But other than that, the next stream will take place on Thursday, the 11th. That will be Star Raid once again, so make sure to not miss that. Yeah, it'll be at hopefully a little early again. But like I said, make sure to follow and subscribe to not miss any single second. But either way, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again on Thursday. Have a great night. I'll see you then.